Well, I'm feeling kind of squirrely. I'm sitting on go. I'm 100 amp fuse that's about to blow. I'm all jacked up. Yeah, I'm all jacked up. Well, I'm ticking like a bomb right before the explosion. Strapped in, wild-eyed, locked and loaded. I'm all jacked up. I'm all jacked up.
Hello, welcome to the Warren County Sports Authority here from Studio 605. I am Jeff Simmons, and it's back to the WCSA guys.
We're back.
You're here, where we got Trevor Evans to my left, we got Coach Chris Sullins to my right, and we will be joined. We got a chair set up for Coach Eric Ballou, but they're getting ready to get the football going on Friday night, so they're in practice right now, but he's going to stop
we're
in.
Doing something Friday night?
Yeah, we might be doing something
going on Friday night.
Yeah, but right now, what we'll be doing on Wednesday night is, after the show, we'll be heading to Prater's Barbecue, the sponsor of, the proud presenting sponsor of the Warren County Sports Authority. Where's that located
Hey,
at, Trev?
that's out there on the right, boys.
Appreciate that, Trev. Hey, if you're hungry for championship caliber barbecue, there's only one place to go, and that is Prater's Barbecue, where they've been serving up the flavors Warren County loves for years. Whether you're grabbing lunch, feeding the family, or catering your next big event, make it Prater's Barbecue. Proudly serving Warren County, proudly presenting the Warren County Sports Authority. It actually does feel weird just being us three again.
Yeah,
It does.
Kind of like missing a wheel.
Yeah.
Legitimately, I mean,
We're swimming in a circle.
Yeah.
I think the last time that we did this, I think it was like the week after Gary Rankin.
Yeah.
Since then, we've either had a guest or Trev. Even the week that Trev wasn't here, we had,
Clark?
yeah. I'm saying the last time it was just us three, no guests.
We had a week before.
Oh, okay.
No guests. Yeah, we
Man.
did have that weekend there. So again, too, yeah, it's been crazy.
Young buck, man.
My bad.
Yeah, the memories out there.
We get all these stars on the show, man. They all just run together.
I heard we could have a really major star.
I've
coming,
heard.
Huh? That could be a mic drop moment.
I love the idea that we might be able to get that going. So again, too, want to let everybody know that this is the Warren County Sports Authority, Studio 605, Prater's Barbecue. Hit that share button if you're out there right now, and let everybody know how you're spending Wednesday night, which you always do. You're here with us and having a good time. Which this is a little bit different this week.
People helping people is what we do.
People helping people. This feels a little bit different this week.
Yeah.
Because we started the studio, we've moved everything in here May and June and July.
Yes.
But this is the first time that we've gotten over here, and there are high school sports going on
Everywhere.
all around us.
Oh.
Yep.
And we've been there.
All around. Look
All
at
around
him.
us.
He's getting ready for Friday night.
He is.
He's talking in the mirror.
Ben Loma Connect message board Tory holder says, "Good evening, guys." Yeah, I mean we were. I went to Cannon County on Monday.
Yep.
You were in Coffee County
Oh,
on
absolutely.
Monday.
Hey, watching
Trev's
some good football.
Trev's been mowing.
Yeah.
Hey, yard looks good.
Trev's getting ready for the zero turn competition.
Yeah, so I mean it's just there's a different energy about what's going on this week because on Friday night, it's going to be Pioneer football. We're 2 days away. Who's your favorite number 2 of all time?
My favorite number 2 of all time.
You're my favorite number 2.
It was
Because you're
Yeah.
crap. No,
Yeah.
no, Kawhi Leonard's mine.
See, I'm telling you, he doesn't like me until he talks for the camera.
Someone says he's sweet to right behind him. You didn't like that joke?
No, it was solid.
That's a good number 2.
Yeah.
Oh no! Again, 2 days away.
2 days.
Pioneer football.
Johnny Manziel.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a
good.
solid one.
Kawhi's
Yeah.
mine.
Kawhi?
Yeah, Kawhi. I don't know.
Was that
Pre-aspiration.
Was that pre or post?
Well, he was a Spur. Ever since,
I
all
think
the
he
stuff
tried to
he's
forget that, though.
He did.
Yeah, well, you know what that's that. Oh, we should say too, while we have a presenting sponsor moment, to tell you a little bit about these Prater's barbecue hats we got on the front there. Are we giving those away?
Well, no, Gary just wants to say it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let's be honest.
Gary said, "Oh."
Hey, that's one thing I dropped the ball. Is those were supposed to be on set for backing up Terry for the last 2 weeks. And finally I was like, hey, man, I need to get those down to the studio. So I'll be doing some apologizing to Mr. Prater tonight.
Yep.
Our buddy that we'll see, and he'll hammer on me a little bit.
Yeah.
But, hey, sponsors both shows. He's a backing up Terry guy.
Yeah.
Like Napa.
Yep.
Hey,
He says, hey, then he likes us 3.
we just need to make this the Studio 605 Prater's Barbecue Studio or
The
something.
Breakers
Yeah.
Barbecue Studio.
Yeah.
Would be a bad idea.
Talk about that with Gary tonight.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit. Well, hey, while we're here, let's go ahead and say that as much as we're looking forward to 2 nights from now, and we will be there on location, you will be able to watch this game as we film it and produce it. We were at the middle school last night, got a little test run together. I think Coach is a little bit more relaxed about our abilities. So now
Absolutely.
We're going to have to do some things in Smithville.
Not saying I was a little tense, but yesterday I maybe did throw out, hey, just do whatever the crap y'all want.
At some point, he's like, y'all just know.
I got things to do, man. You know what I mean?
Well, we got on air last night, but we're going to be on air again this Friday night again, too. The Warren County Sports Authority partnering with the Upper Cumberland Reporter is a part of the broadcast.
They have.
Great week for the Upper Cumberland Reporter. They're doing all kinds of things there. And, of course, we will be, Jonathan Hutton, Chad Withrow, congratulations to them.
Yeah, absolutely. Clay Travis.
Yeah, so
Big
again,
things.
too, that might be some big
Big
things we can announce, too, with Studio 605 / the Warren County Way. But, again,
Oh, we
2
did a
nights from
morning
now.
show.
Yeah.
I
It'd
mean,
be
well,
nice.
let's be honest. What does anybody else do from 7 to 9?
Nothing.
I've looked at the
couldn't tell
numbers.
you.
It seems like nobody's watching other programs,
They
so
are.
we're going to give them something to watch.
Like that. Nelson Redmond in the Ben Loma Connect message board says favorite number
Yeah, I
2,
like that one.
Jeter, out there. So yeah, 2 days from now we'll be there. But before we get to the future, let's go back in the past. We go to the last week rewind. If you want your property looking its best, call the team at Blue Line Lawn Care and Pressure Washing. From routine lawn maintenance to pressure washing your home, driveway, sidewalks, and business, Blue Line delivers dependable service with free estimates for both residential and commercial customers. Licensed, insured, and proudly serving Warren County since 2020. They're ready to keep your property looking first class. Give Blue Line Lawn Care and Pressure Washing a call today. 808-3427. That's 931-808-3427. That they are proud supporters of the Warren County Sports Authority, proud supporters of Warren County athletics, including the Pioneer football team, which will be out there. But again, guys, the one thing I want to look back on last week rewind, we've already touched on it a little bit. Jimmy Walker, Patty Clark, Bobby Luna, Gary Rankin, Rick Insell, Andy Jones. We've had a run, boys.
Yeah, we've had a pretty
Yeah.
good
What was the feedback you got from the Jimmy Walker show?
You know, a lot of guys my age, they really enjoyed it
Yeah.
because, you're reliving old memories. Coach Walker does a really good job of telling some stories.
Yeah.
And hey, those are legendary stories when it comes to Warren County sports for this reason. When you're talking about state championship teams, those things they're not given out like loaf of bread, okay? You got to earn those things.
Yeah.
So, and not only that, with Cat, that's something that I told Coach Walker this past week. He did a wonderful job, but I would love to get him and his brother in the room
together
for this reason. I would like to know how it works when you're a pro athlete.
Yeah.
Not only a pro athlete, but how it works with family, especially in today's times with the social media.
Yeah.
When it doesn't go
see
well,
it.
Trav, somebody's calling you a bum, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Then you got to.
I would like to hear
Yeah.
some of those stories.
Yeah.
And
No,
then I think Cat. I think it'd be great because we're not on radio, so Cat could be Cat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cat could tell some stories.
I mean, for me, so Coach Walker, he was the principal at the high school my first 2 years. So for a lot of people my age, I had heard some stories about him just because my family's played for him. But a lot of people my age were like, man, I've never, never saw that side of him.
Yeah.
So they enjoyed the stories too, and hearing that he could hum it back in the day. Some people were like, I think I could have got a hit off of him. I'm like, I don't know.
It's very interesting how the different generations hit with the Jimmy Walker thing. Like you said, nostalgic and going back, being there in that area. Trev, where they kind of saw him as like that. We don't remember as a baseball coach. We remember him more as a principal and administrator. And then I'm sitting there thinking, I heard from some classmates this week.
Yeah.
And they were kind of like me, like, hey, did you remind him about how he cut our entire class? And I was like, oh, it really didn't get brought up that much.
I'll give you credit because he had to know that was coming.
See, I thought he was going to do it.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is he had to know it was
deflected
coming, so he beat Simmons to the punch and basically said, "Hey,
that is true.
I cut David Wales," and that kind of lathered Simmons up.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, you did."
He did.
You know what I mean?
He did a good job of beating me to the punch enough that he's like, all right, now Simmons is not going to be able to go, like, just get really, really angry with me. But now again, too, we're going have some more people coming
Yes.
on the show again too. Eric Blue, Pioneer coach, will actually be with us probably around 6 o'clock tonight to preview the Pioneers. He'll give us a little bit of seat in the future at that point.
Got the Todd father coming in
Yeah.
in the coming weeks, and also got a pretty good shooter.
Oh.
Guy used to flick it pretty well at Warren County.
Okay.
Uh,
He's got some stories to tell as well.
Yeah, I think 3 plus 3.
Yep.
Before it was 3.
I know
who we're talking
yeah,
about.
I mean, if
He
you've
wants
ever
to
been
come on.
if you've ever been into the Charlie Dalton gym and seen jerseys up
It's
in the
just
rafters,
hanging.
Yeah.
it might be up there.
Yeah.
He might have one,
He may have one.
and he'll be here on the.
He actually allowed people to use his
So
jersey.
no cease and desist.
Yeah, no cease and desist letter.
Oh,
and
that's
I will,
nice.
I will be honest, we're actually starting this at 4 p.m. Mountain Time
yeah.
because we don't start at 5
Yeah.
p.m.
Well, that's
Central
why
Time
we
because-
got on a little late.
Yeah, a little late.
You
We wouldn't
can't
want to
get-
affect that Jaden Daniels
No.
pocketbook.
Michael Dodge in the Ben Loma Connect message board says the legends.
What's up,
on
Coach?
there.
Hey,
Appreciate that.
Coach probably going to be on the UCR
Yeah.
sideline.
Good.
You know, he used to be with Team 1.
Yep.
You remember he was game of the week.
Yeah.
Now he's kind of like us. He gets pushed back to, he's like a Lifetime movie
Yeah,
type guy.
we'll put them
now.
on 4.
Yeah, you got Hutton and Withrow. They're 1 now. And Dodge is probably thinking, how can I get there?
Yeah, let me do that.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, hey, listen again, too. We're going to do more with sponsors. And, hey, Chris Terry points out, big thanks to his sponsors, Gary Prater, Suzanne Moore, Thomas Smith, and the Conical for Better Teeth. I don't know exactly. Hey, there, boy.
Oh, it's Dr.
On there.
Todd Nobley.
Dr. Todd Nobley.
Yeah.
Then, too, also, Suzanne Moore, which I would say was Depot Bottom.
Depot Bottom.
And also, too,
Thomas
Thomas
Smith.
Smith with Napa.
Napa.
And Gary Prater with
Napa know-how.
Prater's Barbecue, again, presenting sponsor of the Warren County Sports Authority. Guys, we're not going to just do a last week rewind right here. We're going to have to go back and do a
Let's do it.
trendy thing that we did last year that we have to do this week.
Oh, here we go.
Because we've already gotten a couple days past when we should have done this. Which was last week, is we had to do the WCSA draft for the high school teams.
Let's do it.
We did it last year, 25-26. We had very simple rules. Each of us is going to pick 4 teams. We're going to do a snake draft. And also at the end of the year, we're going to keep up with the winning percentages because you can't just go by wins in total because some teams play 40 games, some play 10.
Yeah.
So again, here's how we're going to do it. 4 rounds, 3 picks each. And then we're going to snake it. And we gave last year's champion. This was actually, it caused a little bit of problems when we got here. We gave last year's champion Trevor Evans the choice of where he wanted to pick. He took the number 1 pick. Sullins did not think that was right. He said that it's NFL draft. You go to the last spot on there. But Trev, kick us off.
Time out. No.
Oh,
Come on.
Before we get started.
you offering off trade?
He's already talking about fantasy football leagues this year, and he's dunning me for money. Do I have to pay to be in this one, or is
No,
this
a free one?
this one's free.
Okay,
It's the Warren County way.
It's Warren County way. It's free.
Yeah.
Did he tell you his answer when he asked me about it?
What?
I just said no.
Straight up said nope.
Really?
He sent
Like,
me
straight up.
Yeah, he's just legitimate. No, anything else. He goes, hey, do you want to be in a fantasy football league? I sent back, no. I don't want to be in the fantasy football leagues. I'm commissioner of one of them. I'm like, I'm out of this stuff.
It's funny you say that because you actually sent me the people that are in, and Simmons wasn't there. And he
Yeah.
was like, hey, if you know anybody would be interested, I'm like, well, you're not going to ask Simmons. So you'd already asked.
Yeah.
Ask and answer.
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah. I've had a couple people tell me
I like
no.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad I'm not the only one out there. Again, too, Michael Dodge and Trevor's going to take the toilet paper tree rolling team. Trev, number 1 pick.
Oh, you got
I'm
Trev?
gonna go with the high school wrestling team.
High school
Early?
wrestling
That's
team.
the boys' team,
You got,
correct?
Boys' team. Yeah.
you
Boys'
3
team.
rounds. Round 3 last year. They kind of carried you a little bit to the win. So you're going back. If we let you get the exact same team you had last year, I'm going to be really, really angry. Coach, you had the second best finish right now. Do you want the second pick or do you want the 3-4? The 3-4 spot.
I like the number 2. I'm a deucer.
Okay.
Throw a deuce down there once in a while.
We're
I'm going with. Hey, I'm already cutting his legs out.
Go ahead.
I'm going with Warren County girls flag football.
Flag football. Okay, that was the number 2 pick. Y'all know where I'm going right now.
Tell me.
I'm going number 3. I'm going to take the same pick that I did last year. I coach a team. I coach a
Okay,
high
you
school
have to.
basketball team. I'll take the Lady Bronco basketball
Okay.
team as number 3 pick, and I'm going to go ahead and take a team that's already going to bank 2 wins for me right now.
Yeah.
I'm taking the high school volleyball team.
Okay,
They're
good.
already 2-0, so
Yeah.
I feel pretty good. In fact, I just took the lead. for 26,
got the lead
27. So back to you, Solons.
Back to me. Hey, there's something about our Warren County High School football team, the Band of Blues. I feel good about them this year. Going at least 8 wins this year. At least.
I love this. I love that. That's
At
a great
least.
pick. That is a tremendous pick. Trev, now you get 2 picks.
I think I know where I'm going. I just want to take a look over the list just to be sure.
What do you got? You don't do research? You don't do research here.
I'm gonna go with the Warren County boys soccer team.
Going
coming
with
off
the
district
district champs.
Yeah, coming off the district
Oh,
champ.
I like that pick.
Yeah.
I don't like that
I like
pick.
that pick, and I think they've got about everybody coming back, correct?
Well, not only do they have a
The
lot of
middle
people
school
coming
group
back,
was pretty
they,
solid.
they just brought back they brought up the 8th graders who were in the state
He
championship
did
in
it
middle
again
school.
in round 2.
Well, he gets to kick off round 3 as
All right,
well.
let's
Go ahead.
see. I'm gonna go with the Warren County High School girls tennis team.
Okay.
I like that pick. That's
Yeah.
solid.
So
Yeah.
you're gonna go with the tennis team as well?
I
Yeah.
like that pick. That's solid.
All right, I like that. I'm okay with that. Wait, we got graphics and everything here. Look at that. So you're going girls tennis team
Mm-hmm.
is our latest pick. Sullins, who you got?
I'm going to go out on a limb right here. I like the Warren County girls soccer team.
Oh.
Okay,
I
so
like
1
the
and 0.
soccer team.
Beat
Yes.
Oodle last night.
Yes. The Fighting Wilmores.
Okay. Okay.
Fighting
I like
Wilmores.
it.
Gotta like them.
So what did I get? I got my Lady Broncos, obviously.
And then girls volleyball. right?
Girls volleyball. All right. Well, I'm going to go back and I'm going to try the tried and true. No, actually, you know what? I'm going to change it a little bit.
Okay.
One, I'm going Lady Pioneer basketball.
Good one.
Lady Pioneer basketball, and then I'm
Quality.
going to wrap up my team with a group that that just understands how to get wins, buddy. I'm going with the baseball team again this year.
Dang it.
That's
Going
a
with the
quality-
baseball team.
Quality pick.
Hey,
Quality pick.
write it down. 20
Yep.
20 dubs.
Phil will get you 20.
That's where I was trying to
Phil
go.
will get you 20.
That's where I was trying to go.
Phil gets you 20. All right, Sullins, who's your last pick?
My last pick. Hey, they're near and dear to my heart. Hey, I need some fighting fishes to come through this year. Warren County boys basketball,
Nice.
number 4.
Okay. All right.
And last one for you, Trev.
I'm gonna go with the Warren County girls softball team.
Girls softball
I like
team.
it.
I like
Yeah.
it. Good pick there.
You
All
know,
right.
you know one we've overlooked.
Who's that?
We gave to Connor last year. One that we have flat out overlooked.
Yeah.
The girls flag football team
Mm-hmm.
was solid.
10 wins
They got a
last
lot
year.
of kids coming back.
Yep.
They'll have a pretty good winning percentage. We
Yep.
overlooked that.
One senior on that team last year. Now, granted, a pretty important senior was quarterback and actually ended up signing a flag football scholarship. That was C.J. Perry. But we will put out the picks.
Put out the list.
We'll let everyone judge last year. Trev dominated the draft last year, and I do think you're right. I think he might have got another steal
He got a
in the
steal
second
there.
round by
Yep.
taking the boys soccer team
Yep.
out
Yep.
there. Connor's picking up the mic. So, Connor, you want to chime in a little bit right quick?
Yeah, sorry for any team that I left out on the pictures.
Yeah.
That was a last minute.
We're kind of rushing it at the last minute, so we'll put together what we can on that. But I appreciate everybody sticking with us through all that. And actually, that's going to take us right in to our next segment. Go
What
ahead.
did you win last year?
Nothing.
Thank you.
I do get to say I beat you though, so that's good.
Bragging
enough.
rights.
That's
I
good
tell
enough.
you what, that is a
Wow.
great comeback.
Hey,
And all night I'm going to be trying to hammer you. I'm actually going to take that hammer at some point in time and hope it drops on his head.
The actual prize this year is legal lessons with Chris Stanford.
You have to travel a little bit to do that. Yes, Sean Gang, I believe Warren County does have a bowling
They
team.
do have a bowling
They do
team.
have a bowling
Yeah. All right. Again, and again, too, there are some sports that we traditionally omit in that competition because
Yes.
there's a lot more individual results than they are team results. So again, if anybody's sitting there going, "Why'd y'all not pick cross country? They're going to put 2 kids in the state." Well, it's because they're going to put 2 individuals in the state. So again, too.
Have you ever beat me in anything else? I just want to make sure.
no, but I did last
Blind
year. That's-
squirrels find nuts.
Hey, let's talk about making the right investment off the field. The buy or sell segment is brought to you by Daryl Cook with First Mortgage. Buy your kids, sell that. Buying or refinancing can feel overwhelming if you don't know what to expect, but when you've got someone walking you through every step, it gets a whole lot easier. If you're ready to get started, give Daryl Cook a call at 931-743-5563 or shoot him an email at dcook@fnbmt.com. That fnbmt.com. That's Daryl Cook, NMLS number 2359079 with First Mortgage, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Going to go through, guys, this is really, it's fun to me. It's fun to me to be back into the sports, having everything that we got going on right now, that we can actually bring some, it's topical. Things are going on. This is really a good time right now. Buy or sell, Warren County High School volleyball 2-0 start. Is this going to be a time that they can make it to region? Because last year, they were 1 game and 1 win away. Buy or sell, though, 2-0 start, and the chances of this team going to the region this year.
I'm gonna buy it.
You're buying it?
Yeah, I think they're off to a good start. I think they're gonna keep rolling.
I like it.
Oh, absolutely. This is the year.
Yeah.
I think they have a really good team. Now, granted, they have a young nucleus of players that I think are going to make a really good run right now. But kids like Olesic, Young, the 2 seniors that are in the starting lineup right now, they're going to want to get there. So I think that's what they're going to do. So buying the hot start for the Warren County High School volleyball team, I indeed will buy it as well. I've been at both of their matches this year, and they run through Cannon County in the second and third sets on Monday night. Had apparently a lot of things.
Better get there early because they don't stick around long.
They get in and get out.
Get in and get out.
Yeah, Franklin Fisher in the Ben Lomond Connect message board said, too bad you can't include middle school volleyball and football. Yeah, we will get to some of those teams as well in here. But, yeah, we just do the high school when it comes to the draft on the
Everybody knows how high I'm on the high school, middle school football team.
You are.
Oh, yeah.
That guy asked me today, do you think they're going to win the Super Bowl? You going to glaze them that much more?
Well, speaking of the middle school, buy or sell the Wilmore coaching tree.
Oh, you have
Sally Wilmore, 4-0 with the middle school girls soccer program.
You got to buy that, and you definitely got to buy it if he's coming on the show. Because if you sell it now, it's a terrible look.
Yeah, but here's the question I have, okay? Because I'm buying that all day long.
Yeah.
But at some point in time, and we know how middle school coaches are.
Yeah.
We know how Trev is. Eventually, he looks over and says, "I can do it at the high school level." Does Sally ever say, "Hey, it's time for you to leave, man. It's time to go"? It's my job now.
Well, the good thing about that is I feel like that would at least be a easier conversation than perhaps if you have a middle school coach that thinks they're better than the high school coach, but they're not very friendly together. I think Sally and Todd are pretty friendly.
I wonder if Sally just sits over and goes, "You know, I'm better than my dad." I think
Maybe.
I'm better.
Probably does.
I wonder. We might get.
That'd be
See
a
if we get
question.
Sally on the horn. See if we
Yeah.
get her in the comments.
Should we
section.
actually? Yeah,
we get her on the
I'll
horn.
send her a text real quick and be like, "Hey, the discussion we're having on the Sports Story right now is, do you think you're a better coach
Are
than
you
your
the
dad?
best Wilmore
Buy or
on the
sell?
coaching tree?
Buy or sell? Sally Wilmore's a better coach than
Yes.
Sally Wilmore. She's got 3 more wins right now.
They're
Again.
racking up wins.
They are.
Yes, they are. 4-0. Got a chance to go 5-0 this Friday. Going to be at home. I believe that's against All Good. We will be in Smithville, but good luck to the middle school soccer team playing really well right now. LB Guthrie having a really good start to the season. Got
That's a solid name.
Yeah.
You know, L.B. Guthrie.
LB Guthrie, big time score for them. Also, too, we got Emma Kate Lippy that's been
Little
doing a pretty
Lip?
good job
Yeah.
there. And then also, too, Finn McDonald has been a superstar for the middle school
I
soccer
think the
team.
McDonald's, if I'm not mistaken, they've got a good
Older
one
sister,
now.
too.
You know?
Yeah.
She's came back and really helping the Wilmore clan
Yeah,
at the high school level.
I was talking to her mom last night. And she said we finally got her back on the soccer field. She had chosen to dance in the last couple of years. And I was like, hey, she's pretty good at soccer.
Now the kicks actually go through and they count for points. It's not about the judging, right?
Yeah, no judging on that. If it goes in, it's a goal.
It's a goal.
Yeah, Emory McDonald, another good start to the season for the high school soccer team last night, beating Ooltewah 3-2. Again, you can read about all this on the Warren County Way.
For
And
free.
how much is it?
For free.
Free, yeah. All right, last buy or sell for this one. And Aaron Blaylock's in the comment section. Franklin Fisher's in the comment section. So they'll like this one. Volleyball team. Middle school volleyball team, 7-2. High school volleyball team, 2-0. Very loud crowd. Buy or sell, volleyball is a more popular sport in Warren County for girls than basketball in the near future.
For girls?
For girls. Because we got boys volleyball is going to take a little while to catch any of the other boys sports. But is girls volleyball going to be the most popular, most played sport? by girls in Warren County here soon.
I think the little spikes deal.
Yeah, that's gonna
solid
help.
deal. That's
Yeah.
something Coach Fisher knows that group has done.
I like this. This puts you on a debate
Yeah.
right now. Y'all can, I see y'all.
I'm gonna buy it. I'm
You're buying?
gonna buy it. They're rolling right now at the high school level, at the middle school level.
Yep.
And then the little Spikes League has gotten the youth involved. My little sister's involved. I know Adam's daughter's involved. She loves it. So you start that at a young age, and then you get to where you can compete in the middle school and then on up into the high school. I think I'm gonna buy it.
I'm not going to buy just yet, and there's no.
He's holding.
I'm going to.
He's
I'm in a
holding.
hold pattern for this reason. I think when boys volleyball becomes a sport that people see, I think that
that'll
will
help?
only help grow
That's solid.
that.
Yeah, that's solid.
You know,
Yeah.
that's more analytical type answer.
I like it. So he's on a hold
Yeah.
there. This is what I would say is the good thing about this, and Aaron Blaylock just touched on it, is it's not going to end up being a competition. Because
Agreed.
volleyball is in the
Agreed.
fall, it kind of
Yeah.
goes right into basketball. You see a lot of those girls that are on the volleyball team, they're going to be on the basketball team. They're building through out there. A good thing about it is I think this is the thing that I think Coach Fisher would agree with back when he had it rolling, and this is something that Coach Sullins I think always is the more competitive you are in the fall. That stuff seems to bleed through for the rest of the years. So a very competitive girls volleyball team in the fall that shares players with the basketball team usually means a good girls basketball team, which usually in turn ends up having a good girls softball team or flag football team for that. So I think that's the best thing that I see about what's going on with girls volleyball is as it continues to improve, I think it's one of those rising tides lifts all boats type situation where when we have a more success across the board, everybody's going to get a lot better.
Okay, you brought something up that I think that we probably need to discuss, and I think Coach Blaylock brings up in his point. There's no doubt that there's not a competition.
Yeah.
No.
But right now it looks like Warren County girls athletics. There's enough quality athletes to go around for a lot of sports.
Yeah, I mean, obviously soccer and volleyball going on right now and doing pretty well. Softball and flag last moment.
Softball and flag, and then with basketball, this has kind of been a rebirth of Warren County lady pioneer sports that I think you could see a lot of W's over the next 4 to 5 years.
And let's not sleep on one where we might be a sleeping giant right now. We know who we just brought in to coach in Warren County.
Oh, the wrestler.
Andy Jones.
Yeah.
That girl, I mean, when you talk about the winner now, you might not just be talking about Lady Pioneer basketball. You might be talking about Lady Pioneer wrestling sooner than later when you have Andy Jones. So, I mean, you think about that. Soccer and volleyball right now both get started with wins this week. You could go into the winter with wrestling and basketball, and then come out of the spring with tennis, which I mean we've had a really good girls tennis team the last few years. Obviously, one of the best flag football teams in the state, and a softball team that has consistently been competitive. Like I said, I think you're starting to see all of our girls' sports are aligned in. There's very competitive kids throughout all across the table. I like that. Yeah. I don't know. Volleyball is very popular, man. It is really taken off in Warren County. And some of the people in our comment section, like you said, Aaron Blaylock and Franklin Fisher, have done a great job in helping that out. Well, this is pretty good by ourselves. So, Sullins took the holding pattern on that last one.
You got to revisit. I mean,
we will. We'll get back to it. We'll get back to it. All right, let's jump into the Circle J Tree Farm Roots for Success. Just like the strongest trees don't grow overnight, neither do great athletes. This segment shines a spotlight on the players, coaches, and teams whose hard work, commitment, and perseverance are paying off. Here's this week's Circle J Tree Farm Roots for Success. Sullins, you did this. You had the idea for this. I put it into words. But there's nothing more that you talk about when it comes to roots for success than 3 generations.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
You brought this up.
Yep.
Tim Wilcher.
Yep.
1980 football team, one of the best, maybe the best Pioneer football team that's ever taken the field over at Nunley Stadium. Tim Wilcher's an animal on the defensive line. Yep. His son Morgan plays in the 2000, goes to makes 4 playoff appearances with the Pioneers, and now the big train.
The big train.
Mikhail Wilcher back there. What do you? I mean, come on, man. Come on.
Well, here's where
three generate. That is, there's nothing better for roots for
No,
success.
And
than
when I'm looking at this, here's where this came from. You know, the other night I went to Jasper because I wanted to watch the middle school. The middle school football team has my attention.
Yes, they do.
Because I just think they're solid. I'm glazing them left and right. Okay, I mean they're quality. But I'm sitting up there, and Morgan. Hey, you guys know when I go to a game, I really.
Yep.
I just kind of sit there.
Yep.
I mean, I'm by myself. I don't really get into fan action. Morgan kind of comes up and joins me.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I want to come up here and sit with you for a second. And then I look down and I see the dad, Tim's down there.
Yep.
And you start thinking, that's a family that's had a lot of success in Warren County. So we start talking about the football field and new stadiums, and we have a 15 or 20 minute talk. And I was thinking, how neat, how great is it that a grandfather who was part as much success that Warren County's ever had on a football field is now getting to watch his grandson be part of what I think is going to be a quality middle school team that's going to make the playoffs, and they're going to be a tough out. Yeah. And then you got a dad who was raised by that guy and now is raising his son. Yeah, to me, it's exactly the kind of stories that we want to get out in Warren County. And they also have the mindset that I think, and we've talked about this before, if you're going to be successful in Warren County, and Trev was with me when I coached, I've listened to Coach Ballou, you listened to Jimmy Walker last week. You know, their baseball team was a group that had trucker hats, and they went and won the state. You got to be blue collar in this county to win.
Yep.
And you watch that middle school football team, and you see a lot of blue collar, I'm going to outwork you type kids, and I think Wiltshire was one of them. You did a great job of putting it in words. It got a great response. But the more that I'm looking at this, the middle school football team got a guy on it with Chisholm. His dad was a blue-collar guy. Jeff Chisholm, let's be honest, ain't a white-collar bone in C4. He's a blue-collar, going to do anything a coach asks him to do.
Yep. We
look at Justin Bolden, or Jameson Bolden.
With Gus,
With Gus.
Yep.
The more you start looking at this,
Rollins.
Those type kids are usually what leads to success when it comes to Warren County athletics. And we're not white-collar. Jimmy said it last week. Put blue-collar kids out there that'll work their tails off, and nobody will ever outwork a Wiltshire. It was called Wiltshire's Sawmill. It wasn't called Wiltshire's Soft Spot. Okay, it was a sawmill.
He's been planning that. Yeah. He's been holding on to that.
He didn't even know where we were going with that.
No, I didn't know where.
Again, that's the Circle J Tree Farm Roots for Success, where you can contact Jeff Jones at 934-3177. Also, be looking out hopefully this weekend for some Circle J Tree Farm touchdowns.
Touchdown
for the
Circle J's going to have a lot of TDs when we go down to the what do they call that? The Tiger's Den.
Tiger cage.
Tiger cage.
I don't know. We about to cage some tigers on Friday night.
Sullins calls it home. Ben Lomond Connect message board lighting up right now. And let me tell you right now, for the first time ever, Ben Lomond Connect is giving new fiber customers 3 months free. Free. That's right.
Free.
Your first 3 months are free with Ben Lomond Fiber. With everything going up, Ben Lomond Connect has dropped pricing on its multi-gig speeds. We now offer nation-leading prices on all of our fiber internet speeds, $57.95 for a gig, $75 for 2 gigs, $88 for 8 gigs. All with matching upload and download speeds and no contracts. Call your local BLC office or go to benlomandconnect.com for more information. 3 months free offer ends September 30th. Certain exclusions may apply. Certain terms apply. Ben Lomond Connect, delivering the internet
at the speed of light.
All right, going to that message board. Brittany Ryan says, y'all missed a great game last night. The Dalt was electric. I did get to stay for the first set. And then we had to rush over to the middle school because apparently, we're doing some broadcasting. Now out there. But I will say that much.
Is there a chance?
I'm going to say this much.
Is there a chance?
We might not miss it tomorrow night. I'm just saying. Maybe, hey, Aaron, if you're there right now, maybe tell the administration up there across from where the team set up. up there at the very top in the middle. Maybe put some little tape around there.
Maybe a little
And
something.
put media.
We might go live.
We might go live.
live
We might
on
be over there and
location.
might go live on
Live.
location on there again too. Franklin Fisher says there was a linebacker from the 70s that would knock your head off. I believe he's related. Talking about the Wilchers.
The Wilchers.
On there. And then Aaron Blaylock also said what Brittany said. The kind of environment will help grow the support of volleyball too. It was an absolute blast. Here was the fun thing about that.
Yep.
And look, I don't want to make light of the situation because you do want to treat fans with respect and the visitors with respect. But I knew that we had a rowdy crowd when between JV and varsity, all of a sudden we had a fan come over to and ask for our coaches and said, "Hey, they're moving all of our stuff over there, and they're being really disrespectful to our girls." And I heard this go, "Well, that's our student section." It was one of those very polite, like, "We'll take care of this, but y'all are in our student section, so you got to move. We're not going to tell. We're not telling our student section to move for y'all."
To go. Hey, let's give a shout out to Warren County School Administration. Probably a little bit to do with Deborah Evans starting it.
Yep.
I believe something was put out last night when it came to volleyball that all the students got in.
Free.
That word is really, really
Pick up
taking
some
a
steam.
hold. You know what I mean? We were kind of leaders in that. But
Yeah.
all those kids got in, and I was told rowdy bunch.
Yep.
We like rowdy students.
Boys.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, again, too, if you made that pledge for the athletic passes and still have not got that money to us, please do that as soon as possible. We're collecting it. It's over $1,000 right now. We need to take that to the school and get that to them as soon as possible, especially before September, because that's when that deal runs out for everybody. So, again, if you made that pledge for any of those athletic passes, the $20 athletic passes, get that to us, and we will put that to the school. Whitney Norris Rowland asked in the comment section, will you be at the game next week? Enjoyed the play-by-play last night. We will try to get our broadcasting schedules out to people probably on Sundays going forward on that. It's just going to be a balancing act of trying to make sure that we got our shows taken care of as well as the broadcast going forward. But again, too, we're going to be as much as we possibly can.
Whitney, you're very nice. Play-by-play, great job. Color commentary, got to do some work, boys. Got to do some work.
Did you go back and watch yourself? Did you go critique?
I did not because I was ashamed.
Yeah.
At some point, you know how sometimes you just burn film?
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't
Burn
burn
the
it,
ship.
but I'm not going to watch
Burn the
it.
ship.
First of all, I got to get some binoculars. 50-year-old
Moving
eyes
forward.
don't work as well anymore, Trail.
Also, too, Courtney Chisholm says Warren County football has a lot to be excited
doubt.
about.
No
Hey,
doubt.
when you think power, think of Napa Store on Beersheba Highway. She triggered that one.
She
on
did.
Me. I like that. Napa Store not only has the powerful Legend batteries, but did you know they custom make or repair battery cables? And if you need a boost, they have powerful chargers and booster packs from companies like Clore,
Yeah, that's good.
Noco,
All right, we can go with that.
Stardall,
Yeah, start.
and
That's
Projecta.
easy. Yeah.
Call 931-474-6272 for more information. Napa, the proud supporter of Trev's TNT Power Broker of the Week. Tell us who we got.
Coach,
Tell me.
it wasn't soccer, but he got a hat trick.
Whoa!
My boy Brody Chisholm.
Brody Chisholm.
Scoring 3 times, 2 on offense, 1 on defense.
That's 3 more times his dad ever scored.
Hey, ever. Shout out to Brody, getting it done all over the field. I saw a picture and he absolutely blew some kid up.
They got some kids that'll dump trucks. And
Yeah.
kids
So
down
hey, I'm trying to even the score. I think Brinley's got two power brokers.
Yeah.
I've heard about it from Brody a couple times.
Yeah.
So now Brody's on the board. He's got his first one.
First 1 to 3 gets some C4 apparel.
There you go.
Brody Chisholm again, too. Interception for a touchdown last night. Had a rushing touchdown on a perfectly executed counter. Good call by Isaiah. The offensive coordinator over there, and then also caught a short touchdown pass from Dallas Gator in a 38-0. No, was it 38?
Yeah,
Or it ended up being
38.
44.
No, 38.
Yeah, I do. I'm telling you, I really thought they scored more at one point. I committed to it. I was like, it's all right. 38-0 over Bridge.
I don't even think it was that close.
Bobcats.
Yeah.
Hey, if you ask some of the coaches, it shouldn't have been.
Said it wouldn't make that
Should have
close.
been 50.
I want a 50 piece.
We could have had 50, boys.
This is our place. We want 50.
All right, Gil. Well, hey, we're not done talking about this middle school football team at all because we need to get into a little bit more. Hey, great, another one. Great call there.
Yeah.
But hey, listen, we're talking. Let's move it into under construction.
Let's do it.
Right now, which is brought to you by Ryan Lawrence Custom Homes, and they're the premier choice for quality craftsmanship and attention to detail. Whether you're starting from the ground up or bringing visions to life, Ryan delivers homes built to last. You can give them a call today, 931-259-0023, and start building something truly yours. Want to talk about this middle school team that you love, but we also should bring in too. Under construction, Warren County football pipeline.
Yep.
3-0 middle school team. Youth Pioneers go to Manchester.
I was like, hold on that way.
Go to Manchester over the weekend. They go 2-1. The Division II and Division III team win. The Division III team skunks Manchester Red. What are we seeing right now, Coach? You really like this middle school football team. What exactly is it going to take, other than, like you said, the blue collar kids?
I think you got to have blue collar kids. You got to have a group of young men year after year. You need at least 15 to 20 that are willing to stick with this. You got to have some horses. The middle school team has some horses. You're starting to build some interest in Warren County football. We started this 2 or 3 years ago. I went through it when I was coaching basketball. There was times numbers were way down. There was not a buzz about football. It was, I don't want to say it was an afterthought, but there was a lot of negative connotations that came along with it. You're seeing some positive vibes right now. That's something that needs to continue because big decisions are going to have to be made in the next 3 to 4 to 5 months when it comes to what we're going to do.
Yeah.
I like where it's at. Mm-hmm. It's on an upward trend, and it's been a while since you could say. I'm never going to say that you couldn't have had a year or two of quality
you're talking about
football. Continuous, where you can say, hey, there's a pipeline of 4 to 5 to 6, 7 years.
Yeah.
I think that's being built as we speak. And I don't think it's being built with you just got 1 or 2 dominant young men.
Right. It's a team.
You got a team effort, a team concept that's taking place. And if you're going to do this year after year, that's what has to be put in place. They've done a good job.
Some of it comes down to what I think you said it last week. Coach Walker is talking about the team that have made runs for him. Is a lot of those big arms that they face. They had seen them since forever. So now our programs are getting the chance to see if they face a 3 or 4 or 5 star. Well, they've been playing him since they were 6 years old. So he's just another dude.
He's Jake. Or
Jameson, right.
Yeah.
So it's not. There's not the fear factor there. They're just lining up and playing and finding out, hey, I can play with that kid too.
Another thing, and I think you both will agree with this, too many times at the middle school level, we've not had enough kids. So you're trying to scavenge, you're scavenging, you're scouring the halls to bring kids out. Yeah. We all know when you're not that we don't want new players to come out and play sports when they're freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, but when you've not played a sport and you start at the high school level, your mind playing the sport is at the 4th and 5th grade level. Mm-hmm. You're starting from scratch. Now these kids, they've started the building process. That's something that has to happen. I'm glad we're seeing that happen because when you bring in 10 or 12 because your numbers are low, you've been in those practices where you want to practice on a high school level, and it's being done at a middle school level or an elementary level. Yeah. Based on what I'm seeing, you'll be able to start high school football practice every single year and call it high school football practice, not we got to get kids up to speed.
Yeah, we got to learn.
Yeah. Whitney Norris Rowland also points out something that I think is extremely vital. A lot of the kids on the middle school team came through the youth football team together. It's starting to happen again. We talked about this a few years back. Generation behind. Not those 10 and 11 and 12-year-olds anymore. Now they're getting on the level playing field.
And it's funny how we started this back in 2020 and during the COVID deal. Now we're at 2026 and you're starting to see some fruits of labor.
Yep.
For this reason, when I talk about negative connotations, this past week I'm looking over social media and I see young kids that are players of the game. Mm-hmm. Well, you didn't see that 3 or 4 or 5 years ago. Somebody's figuring out, hey, we need to put
Yeah.
an emphasis
Yeah.
and spotlight on these kids. Give them something to
Ins-
shoot
ins-
for.
incentivize it a little bit.
And once you incentivize that
Uh-huh.
and can keep them involved, they'll want to be playing on Friday night.
Yeah, it's almost like you might be even maybe strive to be the R3 Logistics Pioneer of the Week.
Absolutely.
On there, you can look at that on the Warren County Way with Mikkel Wilcher this week.
A
Livia
lot
Wilson.
of
the first
people
week.
in the running for that this
Oh
Yeah.
man, that's
gonna
gonna
be tough.
it's gonna be a really
It's gonna be
tough
rough.
choice right there. I'm gonna tell people that Sullins is picking them. There's that bus right there.
Yeah.
Whoosh.
Right on.
that was a
Hey,
Wilcher. That was big. That was big
If
Trey
you have
Wilcher
any
right there.
trouble on the R3 Logistics Player of the Week,
Yeah.
you don't like who is picked, just call 1-800, wait your turn.
I thought you were about to give Devin Rackley's number.
Well, I'd give that too.
Again, too, folks, Warren County Way, if you want to catch up on all the information that you want Warren County football, including about that youth football team. We did get to do a story about that. Really appreciate the youth football team for coordinating with that. We'll try to get out there and get a little bit more coverage of their games that are coming up this Saturday. They have moved those up. I believe the gates are opening around 5 o'clock. Should be playing at 6 and 7:30. The Division 1 and Division 2 teams. I believe Division 3 is going to be traveling to Tullahoma for a scrimmage because Manchester Black does not have a D3 team. Again, information you can find if you want to go on the Warren County Way. Here's another thing you want to do, but while we talk about youth sports and middle school football and a little bit of that, there's some things that have happened in middle school football
Yeah.
around here. Trev, kick us off with
Hey.
avoiding disaster.
Hey, and that's brought to you by Adam Wood. Don't throw an interception in the red zone when it comes to insurance. Let Adam Wood handle your insurance. He does it all in the insurance game. That's home, auto, life. Give him a call at 931-668-7075. Once again, that's 931-668-7075. If you want to stop in and see him, stop in at 6282 Manchester Highway.
You're gonna give me practicing in front of a mirror. You're gonna give us you've been doing that all day.
I will say this: we probably won't talk about tonight who the Red Zone sponsor is, but you're going to hear it a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Connor
Look at
was
that.
down.
Yeah, Trev.
Don't man down.
Avoid disaster.
We're literally in avoiding disaster, and Connor's tripping over wires and taking things down there. Avoiding disaster, I think this is the easiest one. We've seen the videos all over Facebook today. It's getting shared over and over and over again. Coach, let me ask. There's no avoiding the disaster. The disaster already happened.
Yep.
So let me ask, if a person runs on the field and gets physical with a participant who is on the field, regardless of what happened on the field that might have caused that action, when should this person be able to attend a game again?
If they're an adult, I think that at no point in time should they ever be allowed back into a stadium or gym, a field, you name it. They should be banned for life. It's that simple.
Yep.
I think that there's a line that you can't cross. Now, I've been told and I've read that the person that did this down, I believe it was in Franklin County.
Yep.
The person that did this was 16 years old.
Okay.
That's what's being reported, and I think that's being reported by Bussin' and the Boys. And there's some good
Yeah.
reports of that out there. If you're 16 years old, it's a 10-year suspension. They have never, guys. That's a line that you cannot cross for any reason. For any reason, the lines are what the lines are.
Yep.
And when you start coming out of the stands and you become part, that's when things can get out of hand.
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
In a way that destroys a program, a community. I have some really hard line thoughts, and you won't change my mind on it.
Yeah.
If you're an adult and do that, if you're 18, 19, 20, 25, 30, you've got children, grandchildren, and you decide I'm going on the field, banned for life. I don't care what the law enforcement does. That's up to law enforcement.
Yeah.
But you should never be allowed in a sporting event again. And I'll stick to that. I'll stick to those guns.
Yeah, Trev. I mean, we've probably all seen the video. If you're sitting there thinking, where is this video? Just search it on Facebook in 10 seconds. You're probably going to find it. Trev, what did you think? Franklin Fisher says.
I mean,
on the Bill on
Coach
that message
Fisher
board.
one night got beat 97-0, and nobody ran on the field. I mean, that would have been a tough night. I could see why. They stayed away. Be like they're fighting Fishers.
Surprised something like that
He's
didn't
gonna hurt
happen.
me.
He's
He's
gonna
gonna
hurt
hurt
me.
me.
Look, I'll say this: avoiding disaster when it comes to this is we were talking about running into the football field. There, we have no such. You better go lock the door because you can't hear when somebody comes through
Yeah.
that door.
I got a
I've
feeling-
noticed
I got a
that.
feeling I could.
Yeah.
Don't hide by me, Connor.
If he
Connor,
got-
what you got?
How long is the ban if Franklin Fisher comes in and just beats the shit out of Chris with a baseball bat for the 97 to nothing?
Well,
Well, I
It's-
probably
that was-
deserved it.
yeah.
Jay, he can get me to, let's say, 97 minus 72. He can hit me 25 times. That's good.
20.
Okay.
I've seen.
It wouldn't take 25.
Is it past that 1 year ban?
Yeah, if you get 25 shots with a baseball bat, I don't know. I mean, it did not go well for Joe Pesci.
Nerf
Casino.
Yeah.
Nerf
No,
bat.
yeah.
We'll keep one here.
Fisher
Oh,
with a Nerf bat would still be hard
It'd be-
to handle.
yeah, I would not. I would be very.
What's your
scared.
guys' opinion?
Go ahead, Trey.
I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying, but I also know that
This show needs to end in 9 minutes.
I got Blue coming in. I'm out.
at times when your kids or your family's involved, you know, emotions may get out of hand, and I'm not saying that what the person did is right, or that I would do the same thing, but you know, in the moment, you know, a mama bear or a big sister or whatever, whatever may have happened before that moment or in that moment. Again, I'm not saying it's correct, but it has happened. I do think there should be some punishment. I don't know if a lifetime ban is the way to go. At any age, like I said, I do think.
What do you think the punishment should be then?
I mean, I
Because
don't.
when you say gets out of hand, we've been in some really hostile situations.
Yeah,
At no point in time have I ever thought, hey, somebody needs to run on the field.
yeah,
I mean, when that happens, bad things can transpire. I will agree with what I don't know how she got that far.
That was a great point
I
that
don't
Brittany
know how she
Ryan
got
is
that
saying.
far.
I don't know how she got that far, let alone tackle a kid twice. I also didn't see her get jerked up like I hoped she would have. Yeah, it seemed like there was a situation. I mean, look, and not to make light of anything that's like we even today, when you talk about like situations where it involves kids or students
Yeah.
and stuff like that, everybody starts throwing out, you know, the panic flag, or they hit the panic button pretty quickly. How did this person run all the way
Yes.
across? You know, I mean, she had to cross somebody on the sidelines. That had to have to get on the field. There's a little bit of craziness there, but I don't want to deflect from the responsibility. I mean, like Michael Dodson said, schools should be penalized
I
for
agree
one
with
count a
those. I
year.
think there should be.
There has to be
penalties.
some
There's
accountability.
got to be some
Yeah.
accountability that you say we're not allowing that to happen.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, let's be honest. How many times have we been? Hey, we played against Sparta and Dodgen and Mitchell and Cookville and
Yeah.
those type things. And that's just going to Coffee County. That's as rowdy as it can be.
Yep.
Once you cross that line, that to me that's a point of no return.
Yep.
And when you cross that point of no return, hey, it doesn't matter if you're the most loyal. I think you cross the line, you're done. That's
Yeah.
my opinion.
I would be, like you said, with an adult, I wouldn't have a problem with them. I mean, in fact, if it was, let's just be honest, if that was an adult, we'd be talking about charges being pressed right
Absolutely.
now.
Yeah.
There's just no doubt about it.
Yes.
We wouldn't be reading about, well, this or that. We would be talking, there would be a mugshot circulating right now, and we would be talking about someone who got charged for assault last night in that Franklin County game because it was a minor, reportedly, allegedly. We've had this little bit like, oh, well, let's think about the reason why. I was like, okay, well, we can get to the reasons why that I can never foresee a reason of, I'm just going to go tackle a kid who's probably
A middle
no,
school- a
a
middle school
13-year-old
kid.
kid for what's going on right there. I mean, you can be mad at what's happening in the game. You
Yep.
can be mad at how the officiating is going out. I don't necessarily think that. I mean, you'd have to find a very, very specific set of circumstances where I would ever say, yeah, you probably need to go get somebody off the field, right? Or you're going to have to go on the field to get somebody off the field. But even then, I'm talking about that would be such a situation where it wouldn't be one person rushing the field. Everybody would.
When
be
I'm
trying to get off
saying
the field.
this,
Yeah,
okay,
I agree with you.
What I'm saying is, and we see it happen in high school athletics. Brawl start,
Yeah.
fight start, and you got 30, 40 young men, and coaches are having a tough time. I could see a guy like Franklin Fisher, if
Yeah.
he's on the sidelines, he may not be a part, but I can see him having a mindset of, hey, I need to help break this up.
Yeah.
That's totally different than what happened last. You had somebody run on the field and start a issue.
Yeah.
They started this.
Yeah.
I think that.
Well,
I will agree with what Todd told me many times.
Yep.
Every situation needs to be examined.
Yep.
Before you have those type penalties. From what I've seen on video, I would never want that person back in an athletic stadium whatsoever.
Yep. Brittany Reinitz asked, will we hear what the penalty is? Don't know. We'll probably find out. So, I mean, at this point, with how circulated that video
I
is,
think
it'll have to get out at some point.
I don't know, though, if there's a minor. I don't know.
Yeah, and then, again, too, alleged. On that, Michael Dodgen points out in the Ben Lomond Connect message board, what happens if a fan, no matter the age, goes on our field or our court of any pro game? No questions asked. You're banned and done. I agree. I mean, it's really tough. It's a really tough look. There's situationally, you just find there's a very hard way to find anything that's going on.
It's been reported, and when we say this, it's being reported in the last 30 minutes. A 16-year-old girl ran on the field. She was charged with assault and disorderly conduct and permanently banned from all Franklin school properties.
Wow.
I have no issue with that whatsoever.
Yeah.
I think it should have happened.
Okay. Well, there you go. I mean, again, too, that is reports. We can't confirm those here on the Warren County Sports Authority. Just telling you what we've heard. So that's the alleged penalty about what happened. At the end of the day, stay in the stands. If you're in the stands, stay in the stands. I've literally been on the sidelines coaching a game where a fight started on the court, and you're all as coaches, you're even told you police the sidelines.
Yeah.
You have to keep people off the court and let everybody on the court who's supposed to handle that. I mean, again, too, it's just not a great thing to go on there. Do we have movement out there in the lobby? Out there? Okay. All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break, reset here on the Warren County Sports Authority. We're going to bring Coach Eric Ballou in to talk a little bit of Pioneer football, do a little bit of seeing the future when we get back, but we are going to take a quick break. Warren County Sports Authority, I am Jeff Simmons. He is Trevor Evans. Got Coach Chris Sullins. We are presented by Prater's Barbecue, where it is
out there on the right.
Appreciate that. All right. We'll be back.
What's up, everybody? Mitchell McCorkle with McCorkle Landscaping. Got some exciting news. We are getting ready to launch our new website. One of the biggest things for us is giving our customers the best experience that we can. On the website, you'll be able to meet our team, see our services, but the really cool
This is David Moore with Supreme Building Products. We've been your one-stop shopping center for lumber and building supplies since 1963. We're a family-owned business and operated and proudly served Warren County for over 50 years. At Supreme, it's not just about great prices, but it's about exceptional service. Our customers are what's always supreme. From lumber to roofing to plumbing and paint, we have everything you need to build your dream home from the ground up. Whether you're a contractor, a homeowner, or a weekend warrior, our knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you at our state-of-the-art drive-through lumberyard. Visit us, please, at the corner of Highway 70 and North Spring Street. There's something for everyone at Supreme Building Products, where quality and customers come first, and the coffee's always free. And always be sure to shop local. Call us, please, at 473-9564.
Where we say the customer's always supreme. Supreme Building Products.
Well, I'm feeling kind of squirrely. I'm sitting on go. I'm 100 amp fuse that's about to blow. I'm all jacked up. Yeah, I'm all jacked up. Well, I'm ticking like a bomb right before the explosion. Strapped in, wild-eyed, locked and loaded. I'm all jacked up. I'm all jacked up. got no blood left, replaced with vibration.
Welcome back to the Warren County Sports Authority show here at Studio 605. I am Jeff Simmons, joined by Trevor Evans and Coach Chris Sullins, and we have added to the panel here in Studio 605. We have Coach Eric Ballou. Busy week for you, Coach. It's been a busy month for you right now. But again, too, we are going to talk a little bit about the Pioneer football team, where they will be going to DeKalb County this Friday, kicking it off against Smithville.
Smithville. Get it right. Smithville.
2 F's. B-U-L. Out there where Warren County will be facing off against Smithville. And again, too, going to first, before we get into seeing the future, we tease this.
Yeah.
So we have to do it. We're going to do, first, tell us a little bit about Randy Nowlin.
Oh, Randy Nowlin?
Yes.
Up there, hey, if you want your car washed and
Washed?
Yeah, washed. Yeah. Hey, if it's Smithville, it's car washed. Okay? If you want your car washed and it done the right way, hey, call Randy, let him know, set up an appointment. He'll come and get it.
Come pick it up.
He'll come pick it up. Pictures up, right?
He get mine Friday.
Hey, get your Friday. Yeah, get that freebie. Attaboy. Hey, you love that word too, don't you, Trev?
Yeah.
Call Randy.
Splash and go.
Splash and go. Let him be your full service when it comes to keep making your car look right, smell right. Hey, does driveways too. He'll do some pressure washing, pressure wash your house and those type things. Does it all. We love Randy. And hey, I think we got the question. We got the trivia.
We do
question.
have some trivia out there.
So whoever wins this.
Are we good on sound right now?
I'm trying to figure out if Ballou's got sound or not.
Okay. Well, okay. Coach.
Check. Can you hear me?
Here, he can give him my microphone. I'll just be a fan.
We can split duty.
Yeah, y'all split duties.
All right, we're good to go here. All right, well, hey, listen, here's our splash and go question, trivia question. Yeah, the first person to answer this correctly in the comment section will get a car wash. A car wash over there.
Car wash?
Splash and go, car wash.
Car wash?
Wash.
That's what they say up
Out there.
on the East Coast.
Here's the question. Warren County, DeKalb County have been playing for years, decades even. What is the highest combined score in a DeKalb County, Warren County matchup? If you can guess the total points scored, most points scored in a DeKalb County, Warren County game, you get that car wash. You have to call the total
That's a pretty
points.
good one there.
Total points.
Yeah.
You have any guesses on your own?
I do.
You do?
I'm not going to guess because I wouldn't
Because
get
you're
it right.
right. All right.
Hey, Trev won't get it right. What's your guess?
Combined points in a Warren County Smithville game.
70.
Okay.
You're wrong.
All right. Well, okay. Let's get into seeing the future. Are you ready to tackle any job in Middle Tennessee, from powerful Kubota tractors, mowers, and construction to steel chainsaws? Krebs Kubota.
Krebs Kubota.
Has what you need, your dealer of choice for sales, service, and rentals. Visit Krebs Kubota in Murfreesboro. Experience the Krebs way. That is Krebs Kubota at 615-890-1200. And you can also find them at KrebsKubota.com. Get in your guesses. Darla Locke Campbell guessed 90. That was very close, but incorrect. Andy Evans says 106, 122. Numbers are going out there. I don't know if there's been any 61, 62 games.
Points.
Yeah, so again, too, there's the question. The thing about it is I think I know the answer, and then I'm really worried that someone's going to say, no, this is the answer, and you were wrong.
Ooh.
But I don't think so. I know what it is. Yeah. All right. See you in the future, Krebs Kubota. And again, too, Connor's wanting you to bring that mic over to see if it's working anymore. Trev?
This one?
Yeah. He can't tell if y'all are both beside you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear it balloon.
Hey,
Okay.
we're live.
Good, C-Dub?
We'll do it
Hey,
live.
here we go.
That's it. No.
All
Let me
right.
hire.
Coach, tell us a little bit about what we expect to see on Friday night. Because here's the one thing that I'm happy to see, hopefully. I like to see the Pioneers actually take the field.
Yeah.
I mean, I know y'all shut out a Division 5A team 2 weeks ago, and I know y'all shut out a Division 6A team last week in the Jamboree.
Yeah, that's right.
Defensively been solid.
Yeah.
Defensively, just absolutely just shutting people down.
That's
But
the headline.
finally, finally get to play a little bit of football this Friday.
Yeah, I think obviously the circumstances are unfortunate. You go down to Columbia and you sit in the locker room for an hour. That's not ideal. Then you have to come all the way back, and not being able to do the Jamboree is also really frustrating. But really proud about how our players handled it. We did our best to simulate 2 scrimmages. With that, knowledge of having that Jamboree week off, and we thought our players did a really good job. You know, we filmed everything and corrected things like it was a game night. So, you know, I'm just really excited about the maturity that our players have and their eagerness to hit somebody else at this point because they're certainly ready.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know that y'all really wanted to play that Coffee County game. Of course, y'all went all the way to Columbia and got there only to be told, hey, listen, lightning's gotten us.
Yeah.
So, again, too, hopefully we'll get some good weather here in Smithfield and actually get to play football. We'll also go ahead and say that Whitney Norris rolling 91 points, a 49-42 shootout at Nunley Stadium. If anybody wants to do the math, that was a Poteet.
Yeah.
Poteet. That was a Steg. That was a thrower. I mean, Wilcher might have been got into that game as well, too. So we're going to go with 91. Whitney Norris rolling. Good guess on that one. Coach, a little bit. We've been doing these position previews. So I'm going to ask, when we see the future, when we see Friday night, what's the position that you would tell people right now that look at that team and say, hey, that's where our strength lies?
Yeah, I think up front, and there's a lot of familiarity. It's a lot of guys that played last year, you know, that are still playing those positions, and you know they've really bought into what we're trying to sell them, and ultimately they've just put the work in to bear the fruits of their labor. I mean, they've put size on, they've gotten faster and stronger. They're extremely coachable. I think about guys like Ethan Holder, Ryan Romzik, Johnny Garcia. Those guys have really they've just gone to work. They've kept their head down, and I think you'll be able to see it just when they put a jersey on, and it's fitting a lot tighter than what it was the year before. We're just really excited about that group. And I think who's most excited is our backfield and skill guys. They feel really confident that they're going to have time to do what they want to do. As well as on the defensive side, they feel confident that those 3 to 4 guys up front are going to be able to create gaps for them. So, we're really excited about what we've got up front.
I find it very interesting because it seems like when we were having this conversation about this time last year, that was the question mark.
Yeah.
Like the skill position, like where you were at quarterback. I understood where everybody was going and said, let's see if the 5 guys in the front can make this happen. Now it's almost the inverse is a lot of guys proven on that side, a lot of guys that I wouldn't say are question marks, just unproven yet or untested on the skill positions. Coaches, I'll let y'all get in there. Cause
couple questions I would have. I mean, as always, when you opening night, you've went through 2 to 3 weeks of practice, preparation. How healthy are you? You feel good about that?
We are. If you would have asked me this 2 weeks ago, it was kind of, I don't know, like we've got to get some diagnosis, and we've got some really good news throughout the last 2 weeks. Really, really excited about just a lot of, sometimes you just take a turn, so for the overwhelming majority, we're really healthy.
My next question would be, you're going to DeKalb. You were the new guy last year, so I'm sure DeKalb was. They're doing a lot of scouting. They're trying to figure out what Coach Ballou's about. Well, his first year at DeKalb, they brought in a new head football coach. I don't know if they're going to be the same with what Coach Trapp did. I'm sure they're still going to be very, very physical, fundamentally sound. But what have you guys learned in the first couple of weeks of what probably seeing some things on film with their scrimmages? Are we going to see a different DeKalb County football team than we maybe have had in the last decade as far as what they do offensively?
Yeah, I think, talking about what Coach Trapp did, I've got all the respect in the world for him. He did a phenomenal job in his tenure there. Their identity hasn't wavered a whole lot with what you think about with DeKalb. Play really, really hard, and they're going to do their best to be extremely physical throughout the whole game. So that certainly hasn't changed. Schematically, they're a little bit different defensively, but they're retaining the DC as the head coach. Well, he was the DC last year, Coach Shaw. And offensively, they've got some new things, but it seems that they're being moldable to what they have. They're kind of putting players based on their abilities and their skill sets. So I don't necessarily think it. Really, I think it's similar to us. They've got different skill guys, they've got different talents, different styles of play, and they've kind of morphed what their identity is based around those guys. So.
Yeah, I mean, this year you got a new quarterback, and he's a little more mobile than maybe what you had last year. So how does that affect your play calling come Friday night? Are you still going to try to air it out like y'all did last year? Is it going to be a lot more ground and pound? I mean, you're the offensive guy, so where are you going to try to go with that?
He's the everything.
Well,
I'll give you a hard time.
Well, last year, you kind of work with what you have in regards to, like, Brady had a really good vertical throwing game.
Yeah.
We could stretch the field. He could make what people call 1, 2, and 3 throws. So you can kind of build your structure of offense around that. But when you have a mobile quarterback, it almost feels like you're getting an extra player. So kind of how we think of it is, if you don't have a mobile quarterback, you have to mesh. You have to hand the ball off to somebody. Yeah. So everything takes 10 players.
Right.
So but now, when you have somebody that you can snap it to and they can immediately run, now you feel like you've got that extra guy formation-wise. So we can take that tailback out, move him over here, add an extra tight end or a lineman or whatever that may be. So that's really fun. We're really spoiled with him and Brant Damon also. That's a really good runner. He did a great job in the JV game Monday, running our offense and making some plays. So it's just really fun. And when you have really smart players at tight end and receiver like we got, like Isaac Smith, Carter Lee, Holder, and Braxton, you can get really unique. So there will probably be some formations, that you'll see this year that people are like, what is that? But that's what we want. We want people to, because of that extra player in quarterback, we want people to be as confused as possible before the snap.
You want us to get a chalkboard and draw it up real quick and show it on the
Yeah.
No, we don't have the time. We need a big chalkboard.
I went down to Coffee County and learned a couple things with the JV team.
Yep.
First of all, officials, when it strikes 0, it actually means 0.
Yes.
I can say that. Back.
Is that the
but if
play
you're-
clock or the
Well, if
actual
you're going
clock?
to do it, just do it both times. If you're going to do it both ways. Play clock doesn't matter. Game clock doesn't matter. Okay?
Arbitrary.
But then I watched a couple kids that maybe hadn't played a lot of football,
Yeah.
but seemed like, hey, they're kind of getting the hang of it. Where do you see some of those JV guys? I'm sure you brought some of them down there to get them some reps,
Yeah.
but you're probably going to see some of them in varsity competition. Who were some guys we saw Monday night that we will probably see on the field with getting some high-level reps come Friday night?
When we started last year, it was obvious. Everybody said, you've got to get some basketball kids out.
Yeah.
So, I'm taking the advice, and I think our staff, in the building has done a great job creating relationships with students. And then, you get lucky sometimes, and you get a Wesley Romzik, and you get a Green that comes out and, where you just try and do your best to relate basketball to football or whatever sport it is. Caden Solomon came out, a couple weeks ago. So he's another guy that he's a great track runner. We're not going to try and turn him into some,
Let him run.
We're going to try and let him run, with the ball in his hand. It's kind of like Forrest Gump. Once you get to the end zone, then stop.
Someone's
Bring the
going to
ball
catch
back.
it and hand it to him.
Yeah. So you just, and really what that goes back to, and we've talked about this before, is I can recruit the hallways. The coaches can recruit the hallways all they want. You may get a few, but it's the players, how they talk about the program. That's going to get kids to come out. And I think Wesley's older brother, Ryan, him coming out last year, I think that played a big part in it. But, sorry to dance around the question, but to answer it, the transition has been really impressive for both of those guys. How quick, especially Green has, he kind of came in the latter part of the summer. Just how quick that they can pick it up. And it shows that they're coached well in basketball, So that transition's just been really, really smooth for us.
One thing that I want, and I hope I'm not stepping on a parent's toes here. I think she put it out publicly.
Yeah.
Kristen Green makes the comment publicly on social media that I don't think she want. I don't want to say that. I don't think what's the best way to put this? She didn't want her son to play football. And now she's figured out, hey, maybe I should have been letting my son do this. Let's hope some more parents get on the Kristen Green train. Because when I'm watching him and some others out there, those are kids that can be difference makers for years to come. And we talked about it. When you're talking about Warren County athletics, you have to have multiple sport athletes for this to be successful. I was very proud to see those two kids, or not only those two, but some others out there that probably maybe this time last year wouldn't have taken that chance or opportunity. They're going to help this football team going forward.
My boy, making me regret not letting him play sooner. Here's to new adventures, Kristen Green wrote with a picture. Going to be a fun football season leading right into basketball. Hope you have the best time. You deserve it. Again, too, a lot of
She
that.
comes and says, definitely eating my words. I didn't mean to call you Green. I just thought, hey, if she put it out there,
Yeah.
maybe other
Fair
parents
game.
should read that.
Yeah. So again, a lot of to be excited about when it comes to Warren County football right now. Again, we just talked about it a little bit before Coach got here. A 3-0 middle school football team right now, 2-1 team, 2-1 from the youth league last week when they went to Manchester. Again, Warren County football will be kicking off this Friday night. DeKalb County on the road, and then come back home for 3 straight after that. Which will like that over here again too. Where you'll be able to watch that with the Warren County Sports.
One last
Authority.
question. I think our viewers would like to know this because I always got asked this question a lot. Friday's a big day. Going to be a lot of anticipation.
Yeah.
How do you go about it as far as with your football team? Last year you were at home.
Yeah.
Now you're going on the road. What is a day like for Coach Ballou?
Yeah.
For the Ballou family, and then the football team as a whole. How's that work? Starting when you're getting up in the morning, all the way down to DeKalb.
Yeah, when you get up in the morning, the big thing is, I got one that just turned 4 and one that just turned 1. They've actually got their birthdays are 2 days apart, August 9th and August 11th. And that's right as soon as the football season starts. So me and Hannah know how to plan. But I mean, you're probably not gonna get to see them. Which Hannah does a good job in trying to, if we're not leaving early after school, she'll bring Hattie, our oldest, by. But just try with them early, and what's nice about DeKalb, you're talking about a 25, 30-minute bus ride. Schedule-wise, things aren't that much different. I'm a routine guy. I really don't like changing things as much as possible. Maybe that's the old baseball player in me, but I think we want to keep everything the same, and just in regards to our meals and stuff. It's fortunate for an away game we get to eat in the cafeteria like a normal home game. We're going to do a walkthrough as a team, either before or after the meal. That way we just kind of keep our players fresh, and it's not like one of those we're going to quiz them right now. It's going to, we're going to give you confidence in what we're doing. If there's any unanswered questions, we want to make sure we cover all those before we get going. I really want it to be laid back. I don't like
Rigor.
Right. I don't want a lot of opportunities to screw up before the game starts. That's why I don't understand super complicated warm-ups. You know what I mean? It's like you're just
2 lines layup, boys.
Yeah. Off the glass, off the layup. All right, let's go play.
A little stretch and let's do it.
Yeah. It's just like, the Remember the Titans. It's like that's what I feel like some teams do. And it's teenagers. Why ruin the juju before you get started? But teach is their own. Just make sure we have a good, successful routine, so we're ready to go.
Well, 2 things that we're going to need to know for the Friday night broadcast that we'll be doing, which one is when we're doing the pregame, how do we need to find you over there? Because we're going to get you. We got to get you on the pregame for at least a couple minutes.
At DeKalb?
Yeah, at DeKalb.
Well, I'll probably be able to hear you from wherever you're at. I guess just holler.
Blue!
Oh, okay. All right.
Over there. And 2, we'll be up in the. I'm being told we're probably going to be up in the visiting booth that they have right behind the stands, which, of course, your coaching staff. In there. How do we get on the frequency if we need to call something in? If Trev sees something out there and we were like, hey, man, that safety's crashing down right now. How do we get on there?
Channel 12. Ring that one up.
Just going to lean over to Bryson. I was going to say this much. That booth's going to be cramped.
A lot of air circulating up on the booth in the DeKalb.
Coach, you've talked about, how excited the guys are to hit somebody else. And one thing Coach always talked about before any game, but especially the first game is, keep the main thing. Yeah. You say be where your feet are. How do you let the guys get excited, but not let them get overly excited to where they're kind of playing out of their head a little bit, out of what you guys want to do. So how do you keep them focused on getting the job done?
Yeah, that's really difficult to do with teenagers.
Yeah.
And it just at the high school level, it's really difficult. That's a great question, and I think, we constantly preach to our guys. Circumstances don't dictate the decisions you make, and you just have to ingrain those things in those kids as much as possible. And I think if they trust the staff, then that's ultimately where, that will come, because they can look at you and get coached on the sideline. during a game. You can corral them in. You can allow them to be sober-minded, throughout the whole game. And if they don't trust you, they're not going to listen to you.
Yeah.
And they're not going to listen to each other if they don't trust each other. So I think creating that first creates an environment where, they can handle those moments, because it's no longer about the moment anymore. It's about, being where our feet are, which I know kind of feels like I'm circling back, but, it's, and a lot of it goes back to the type of kids you got, how well they're parented. We feel like we've got kids that have great, investment at home, to where we're not having to constantly coach those character issues as much as other places, So that helps a lot when you've got kids, like Carter Lee, and AJ, Colton Gator, the Holders. I mean, I could just keep going on and on about the maturity of those guys, where, we're allowed to coach them because they're great kids.
Yeah.
And if you want to get a little bit more personality from Carter Lee, you can go on Facebook right now. WCHS Pioneer Football, the team page. I think you had Carter Lee mic'd up this week. I mean, hey, y'all get, again, we've talked about that when you first came in. Got to get kids excited about it. Doing the mic'd up, doing the new uniforms that we're going to be putting on this Friday night. One thing that I had, the last thing that I have for tonight, for Friday with Smithville, with this game, is there was one thing. And I mean, one thing that you said, if I could guarantee this is successful for us, then we're going to have a good night, what would it be?
Man, for one thing, here we go. Bouncing through three. But the turnover margin, especially early, balls on the ground and, exchanges and stuff like that, interceptions, all those things, they always seem to be more prevalent at the beginning of the year, so we want to be on the good end of that. I think I may have talked about this before, but I took a class in college that talked about significant statistics in football, and the only statistic that had a positive correlation was turnover margin, which was really, really interesting, and I've kind of based a lot of that, and Coach Harris has done a great emphasizing that, and Coach Madewell on us holding the ball and stuff. So that's, I would say, if I had to pick one, even though there's probably about 12 going on in my head right now, that would be the one.
Yeah.
Last one.
Go ahead.
TSSAA years ago put in the heat policy. So I'm sure there's been some practices this year that maybe had to been moved in or those type of things. You've had to look at that. Things that we probably didn't deal with when we were playing. Over under the amount of cramps that both teams have by the end of the third quarter, because we know that's going to happen.
I hope it's zero.
It's okay. If it's zero, they've done a really good job of fluiding kids up and getting them conditioned.
No doubt. Yeah, but I mean, it's, even if you have a full slew of scrimmages, you just can't mimic a Friday night. You can do your best to get close, but when that adrenaline gets going, and that's something that they can't compensate for, and we just hope that we put them in a position to where we can limit that as much as possible.
Coach, thanks so much for stopping by again.
Absolutely.
Too. We're going to be doing this more as the season goes on. We're going to figure out this coaching show timing before the season's over, and we're going to get you back in the studio more. But as we get on, I don't know if you want to hear us rant and rave about the TSSAA before the show's over. We'll get you. We'll give him a little bit of clearance here. So he's like, hey, I wasn't there when it happened, so we get up there. Maybe the boss. Maybe the boss will follow like that. Coach Blue, appreciate you.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Connor, you want to cue up that security the Supreme building, because we're going to go to the rant of the week on there. Coach, thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys.
Good luck.
See you in a couple days.
Yes, sir.
Where we say the customer's always supreme. Supreme Building Products.
This is David Moore with Supreme Building Products. We've been your one-stop shopping center for lumber and building supplies since 1963. We're a family-owned business and operated and proudly served Warren counties for over 50 years. At Supreme, it's not just about great prices, but it's about exceptional service. Our customers are what's always supreme. From lumber to roofing to plumbing and paint, we have everything you need to build your dream home from the ground up. Whether you're a contractor, a homeowner, or a weekend warrior, our knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you at our state-of-the-art drive-through lumberyard. Visit us, please, at the corner of Highway 70 and North Spring Street. There's something for everyone at Supreme Building Products, where quality and customers come first, and the coffee's always free. And always be sure to shop local. Call us, please, at 473-9564.
Where we say the customer's always supreme. Supreme Building
Make sure to be following Reese's FYI Fridays for the latest weekly specials. You can shop local. You can shop Supreme Building Products. Again, they are the sponsor of the Sullins Rant of the Week. We're not even going to waste any more time on this. Trev, I need a clock ready to go on here. I'm going to put the over-under at 4 minutes. We're going to put the camera on Sullins. One camera. Start the clock.
It's pretty simple. The sports season has got started off to a hot start in Warren County. I mean, bottom line, with middle school volleyball and middle school soccer and football and high school soccer and volleyball, and now we're fixing to go on the football field. How many years have we said we want success in Warren County? Well, success is staring us right in the face with all these teams and sports. Warren County, this is what you wanted. Go support it. We know DeKalb County. Hey, that's the border battle. That starts it every year. I would like to see Warren County outnumber DeKalb County 2-1 when it comes to fans. Yeah. Get there early, cheer loud, support these young men. Before you do that, go watch a volleyball team that I think's got a chance to be as good as any volleyball team that we had in the last since Coach Fisher was around.
Yep.
Okay? Soccer team, the same way. Todd's got that ball rolling again, and he's going to have it rolling for years. You got a freshman goalie?
Yep.
Last time I checked, a freshman goalie probably going to be around for a couple of years. Then they brought back some kids that can really help this team. This is what we've wanted. Go support them. I mean, when we mean support, fill the stands, fill the gyms, all those type things. Let's give these kids what they deserve, because you want winning. Winning's happening right now. Now, does it have anything to do with Warren County Way and Warren County Sports Authority? Yes, I think we started it, and they just started winning. Kind of like when you started the Warren County Sports Authority. Remember?
Yep.
You started it, we started winning. I'm saying that tongue-in-cheek, but, hey, we're going to be a part of it. Do all those young men and young women a favor. If you see them on the street, tell them thank you for playing.
Yeah.
And if you're a player and you see a sponsor or somebody that you know's helped you or helped your team, go up to them and say thank you. Yep. Because we're only one. This is our county. Yeah. There's only one football team playing Friday night that comes from Warren County. Support it. We're going down there and getting a W tonight. Come Friday night, boys. It's that simple.
Woo! That's pretty quick.
Simple.
2:31.
It's pretty quick.
Yeah. Well, again, too. I mean, I'm not even. We're gonna jump right into the lock of the week, because Sullins might have already spoiled his lock of the week there. But before we get into the lock of the week, let's talk about the people who make sure you're never stuck on the outside looking in. The lock of the week segment is brought to you by the Lock Shop right here in McMinnville. Whether you're dealing with your home, your business, or your vehicle, they're the folks that call. They call when you needed fast, reliable help. They've been your hometown locksmith since 1996, and they're bonded, certified, and licensed, so you know the job's getting done right. Give them a call, 473-4216. That's 473-4216, and let the Lock Shop get you back in. We have been doing the Locked In segment for a while, but we had talked to Rob, and he basically said, hey, well, y'all can do some locks of the week, which we'll be tracking.
Yes.
We'll be tracking this record throughout the 26-27 school year. You don't even have his headphones on anymore, so he didn't even hear you on that one. But again, too, we're going to track these once a week. So we're going to make a prediction. We're going to lock it in from the Lock Shop. Sullins, are you locking your prediction in?
I'm locking the prediction in. The Warren County Pioneers are going on the road. They're going down Highway 56, and they're coming back with a dub.
There you go.
Right.
That's simple.
That's his lock.
I'm going to take the Warren County Middle School football team against Tullahoma. I'm going to say they're going to get a dub.
So you're going next Tuesday, Tullahoma, Warren County Middle School. Love that one. I'm going to go through. I'm going to say one. Here's one thing I'm going to say right now before we start the year. Theoretically, because I am the play-by-play guy for the Warren County Sports Authority / the Upper Cumberland Reporter, I will never make a locked-in prediction about a Warren County football game this on Friday nights this year. I think that's just responsibility. Talking with knowing everybody, I need to at least sound.
That's the new voice of the Warren County Pioneers.
man.
It's corporate, man. I like it though.
I need to sound
like
pretty
it.
professional on
Yeah.
Friday nights and unbiased, so I will not make any predictions on any of the
Should
Warren
I
County
not been a
football
homer?
games. You'll be all right. You're
Okay.
the
I'm
you're the
Myrtle Camp,
you're
boys.
the color lane. It's all good. Everybody knows. You can't be the guy that coached and played at the Pioneers and be like, I'm gonna pick against somebody else on that one. So
We
y'all
don't lose
are
at the
good to go.
Cab when I go, boys.
But I will say, I don't have a problem doing this since it'll probably be broadcast on the Warren County Sports Authority. The girls volleyball team and girls soccer team will wrap up a perfect first week tomorrow night. Both of them win tomorrow night. The
Are you
volleyball
getting
team.
two?
I have
hold
to,
up.
No. They
You
have
gotta-
to both win
he's
for me to
both.
get one.
He parlayed it, boys.
Yeah, I have to hit both. If one of them loses, I lose.
Can you cash out like midway through, maybe
No.
with a half a win?
Yeah. So again, too,
I like it.
The Lady Pioneer volleyball team, I believe, will beat Laverne tomorrow night, and I believe the Lady Pioneer soccer team will go on the road and beat Riverdale. So if both of those happen, I want to know. You got the football team Friday night. You got the middle school football team next Tuesday. Are we good on that?
Yep.
Can we lock that in?
Yeah, we're gonna lock that in.
All right, guys. All right. I like that. So y'all are okay with me doing my pick?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, I put it.
Why would
I didn't know.
I mean,
I just know that because they've already played a little bit. Y'all are going in. They've actually already played too, but you're going in blind a little bit on yours. So.
oh yeah, but I feel good about it.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to the den.
Yeah. Okay.
It's our house.
All right, well, let's jump into Take Your Medicine. If you're tired of being treated like just another number on the big chain pharmacies, it's time to make the short drive to the Spencer Drug Company. Need prescriptions filled fast? They got you covered. If you need answers about your medication, they're right there to help. Spearheaded by Rhonda Barnes, Beth Kirby, and their great team, they make it easy and convenient to take care of your health. So whether you're in Sparta, McMinnville, Spencer, or anywhere nearby, take the drive and see the difference for yourself. Spencer Drug Company, where service still matters. Again, 120 College Street, 931-946-7900. I'm going to say right now, when it comes to Take Your Medicine this week, there were some people that were maybe hoping for some changes to happen this week, and nothing in that sense happened. TSSAA, we talked about it on this show specifically. That 3-4 district game, 12-0. Take Your Medicine if you wanted that to happen. 12-0, no vote on that. And also even a couple of stalemates when it came to teams that are trying to co-op. What did you take from, what medicine did you take from the TSSAA decisions this week?
Two. The problem I had with a 12-0 vote on the 12-4 game would be this, and you and I, we all kind of talked about this. They went and talked to coaches.
Yeah.
And you hear this a lot. And hey, we've been pro TSSAA, some decisions they've made over the last 2 quarters, over the last 6 months.
Yep.
But they go ask coaches about this 3-4 game. And I think from what I gathered, the data, the AI data centers, when they grouped it all together, it was about a 50-50 split when it came to coaches, correct?
It seemed like a pretty close to 50-50 split.
So a 50-50 split with a group that says we listen to what coaches and what teams and schools in our organization think went 12-0. You couldn't get one? That makes no sense.
Not one person was in a district representative that said, we do like that idea. Not a single one.
That's kind of odd to me.
And again, too, you have to go on the Tennessee and see the exact numbers. But how they broke it down was basically strongly agree, strongly disagree, slightly disagree. And there was about 25% that strongly agreed they should get rid of it. There was about 25% that strongly agreed or disagreed and said we don't need to get rid of it. And there were about around 20 to 25% that were in the slightly. Or I think it was like 15 and 15. I think there was about 10% that said nobody. So you had about 40%. And when it came down to, it was just so balanced. Yeah. If you're talking about if you wanted to be who was strongly against or for it, it was almost dead even. Who were slightly against it or for it, dead even. And there was a little bit that just said we don't care. But as you said, when I see that, I don't expect a vote to be unanimous.
Okay, here's my whole deal when you say it's unanimous.
Yeah.
I think this will be brought back up within the next 24 months.
Okay.
And I think it passes. So in 24 months,
went from
12 people said, no way we're sticking with this,
Yeah.
to, we need to change that.
Yeah.
That makes little sense to me. I go back to this. This is my personal opinion. That's why we do this show. The TSSAA during this meeting talked about revenue. Revenue was a big part. In my opinion, the reason they do not want to lose the 3-4 game is because they want to keep that revenue. Because you're losing one game.
Losing a region game.
You're losing a region game. Well, that's 18% of a region game.
Yeah. Of every region game in every classification.
Both boys
and girls. Yeah.
So I go back to it had a lot to do with money. Because if our opinions are 50-50 and you tell me that everybody in the organization says, no, I don't think that actually gives a true view of what your schools and organizations think.
Does it make you lose any confidence in what the TSSAA will do as far as what's actually best for the schools and what the schools want versus what makes the most money?
They're always
going to come back to the money deal.
They're always, in some aspects, seems like they're going to come back to the money deal. The one that always gets to me is, I've always heard the TSSAA is an organization of the schools.
Of the schools.
Of the schools.
Well, they
the
say
schools
that every
are that.
time.
Every
Yeah.
single time. We're a body of
Well, it's
the
actually
schools.
in the title, correct?
Yeah, Tennessee
It's like
secondary schools. Yeah. So I'm saying if you talk to the schools or you talk to the coaches of said schools and got a very, very split vote there, I just do not know how this became a unanimous 12-0, no, we're good there. And then, as Sullen said, revenue was brought up. You know what else was brought up? Are we breaking ground in December on this new Hall of Fame that we've been playing Hall of Fame games for 1,000 years, stuff like that? Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to look at that and not go back to the $T AA on that. So, I mean, you're not help. If that's not, I mean, look, it might not have been the deciding venture or the vote of why it happened out there. You're not going to exactly, eliminate people's opinions. If that was what their opinion was, you didn't shed the label by going, we'll just keep playing them 12-0 on this. When there was a lot, at least even if it was 9-3.
Yeah.
Even if it was 9-3 and we were going to go.
Do a couple throwaway votes.
26%. Which was, 9-3. If 3 people would have said, like, hey, I agree with the people that were just adamantly, we need to do this, okay. At least I would have said, okay, well, y'all didn't want to side with the people that were kind of on the fence, but you did go with 3 people went with the people that said, do it right now. No, 12-0. That's wild on that.
It's very wild based on the next one I'm going to bring up.
Go ahead.
Probably a team that you would be familiar with because they're probably a little bit like the private school in this area with Boyd, Mount Juliet Christian.
Yeah.
They go to the TSSAA and they say, hey, our season's in jeopardy. Yeah. We've only got 14 kids out for football, something this show, Coach Gary Rankin and some others have talked about, numbers with a transfer deal, how this thing's working. You'll have some schools that won't have enough players, and you're going to have to start some co-oping. You got to do some intermingling, probably is the best choice of words when it comes to schools. Okay, they say, hey, Republic, who decided to quit football last year, hey, we've got 43 kids that want to play. What can we combine those two with a co-op so we can continue our football season? That vote fails 6-6.
Which might have drove me the most crazy.
Who decides let's do 12?
Well, thank you, Trail. Trail didn't even know that was coming, did he? You know what I mean? Because you and I talked about this.
That's the first thing I thought.
One thing I maybe have sent somebody that works for the TSSAA, the next quarterly meeting, we either add a finger or we cut one off.
Yeah.
We're either going with 13 or 11. Yeah. But we're not going with 12. And I got this back. Well, that's the first time ever it's been 6-6. And it should be the last time.
Yeah.
First, last, and only. You should never have that happen because when you go in that tie meeting, you need... What did Pat Dye used to say? Ties like kissing your sisters. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's old school.
It's very old.
Yeah, that's old school. But at no point in time in those decisions should there ever be a tie. I am concerned based on what I heard with Mount Juliet Christian. That's a growing community down there.
Yep.
Football at 14 players. Their seasons in general doesn't affect their season. That affects
Their
10 other
opponents, yeah.
teams or 9 other teams when it comes to that.
Yeah.
That's a real issue. And I think you're going to continue to see this because when it comes to football, and they talked about it, transfers were up almost 1,000
Yep.
during this period. I think you got to have some kind of co-op program where when teams
Yeah,
look at you
I mean-
and I and say, "You think Mount Juliet Christian went down there and lied?"
Yeah, I mean,
said,
you think you
"Hey, we got
wanna do that?
14, but we really got 45."
That's the frustrating thing is, you know, if the TSSAA and there's probably something behind it. I don't know if they're really more kids getting to play the game and growing the game and all the things. Why is that a hard decision?
I agree.
Like, let the kids play.
I agree.
And if we can make that happen by letting 14 kids, I mean, we're not talking about 3 busloads of kids. 14 kids go play with 40 other kids. Let's make it happen.
Here's the other thing that I'll say about that. You're probably right. I think Jeff would agree with this. There's probably a reason they didn't want to do it because you don't want 2 juggernauts somehow saying we've only got 15 kids, and before you know it, I understand that. This just in, we've talked a lot about high school football in the last 5 years. Mount Juliet Christian Republic have never been 2 that we said, "Hey,
Look
those
out."
are horses right there, boys. That's Mustangs. Those are thoroughbreds." I don't think
They're
that's
on the,
what
they're on the
got-
Gary Rankin short list.
Exactly.
We got a,
I
we
don't
got a
think-
Shetland pony back here.
So I am concerned. I am concerned when 6 people on that board, and hey, they have a vote. I totally understand it, but that does concern me a little
Yeah.
bit because, like you say, this is the Tennessee Secondary Schools Association.
Yep.
Those are high school athletes that want to play this sport, and you're kind of I don't want to say taking it away because I'm
You
not going
are.
to say the season's canceled, but I
You are.
have been told it's in serious jeopardy with only
Yeah, I mean,
14 kids.
That's why, again, too. I think as much as I don't want to miss, that's the kids and what was actually being voted on
Yep.
was the important part
Yep.
of that. I cannot get over it being 6'6".
I can't either.
How in
Yeah, that
the
is
world
wild.
did somebody? I was like, they needed to know because they needed to go in there and know it either got defeated or it got accepted.
Well,
It didn't get. They got stalemated and then got said, "Well,
Here-
sorry."
Here's where I think Grant's got to go back to. I'm sure he's watched the movie Hoosiers.
Yeah.
You know, when Jimmy walks through the doors, somebody says, "We need a revote." 6-6. That's not going to happen. Hey, and let's be honest. Grant's been through those votes before.
Yeah.
Hey, when he was elected school superintendent, it was, remember?
Yeah.
It was tied, and somebody had to change their vote.
Mm-hmm.
I needed somebody to change their vote so it to be yay or nay. I don't like a 6-6 tie.
Well, I mean, why not even be like the county commission? Isn't it? If it's a tie, then the county executive
Yeah.
steps
Comes
like
in, steps
let
in
there
and
let
yeah.
there be
There
a
needs to be a way.
yeah.
Yes.
Someone
Agree with
comes in
that.
and says, yeah. Again, too, there's more that happened with the TSSAA, including there were some numbers that came
Yep.
or some key dates for classification topic when it comes to football and how teams are going to be classified for the next 2 years. Let's just say that's going to be a comment for a topic for another time
Yep.
here on the Warren County Sports Authority because, trust me, I want to get into it. What I don't want to do is overshadow the fact we have the first week
Thank you.
of sports
Football.
in Warren County right now, so I really don't want to start talking about what we need to be deciding in November.
Time out. 1 hour ago, David Wilson. I think we all know David Wilson from the Lebanon, Mount Juliet area.
Yep.
Breaking news: Mount Juliet Christian Academy has forfeited his football season opener scheduled for Friday against Joe Burns due to injuries and low program participation. That was put out 1 hour ago. So a TSSAA decision.
Yeah.
And hey, they have the right to make those decisions, but now you've affected 2 football teams, probably 3 because Republic seem to have a group of kids wanting to play. They don't have a game. You know how hard it would be for Joe Burns to find a game now?
Pretty tough.
It'd be hard.
It'd be like us trying to find a jamboree last week.
It'd be really hard.
It's not going to happen
Really
out
hard.
there. All right, guys, last thing that we need to get to. We got that McCorkle teed up. Let's go ahead and get that running. McCorkle Landscaping. We're going to take a quick break and let Mitchell McCorkle himself tell you a little bit about his business.
What's up, everybody? Mitchell McCorkle with McCorkle Landscaping. Got some exciting news. We are getting ready to launch our new website. One of the biggest things for us is giving our customers the best experience that we can. On the website, you'll be able to meet our team, see our services, but the really cool thing is you will actually be able to build out your project before you even talk to anybody. Obviously, that's still an option for you to give us a call anytime that you need to, but what our new website is going to do is it's going to have an inventory list of all of our trees. It's going to have the ability to be able to build out your project the way that you want it, and then us be able to contact you and go further with that. Anywhere from picking out the trees that they like to giving us details about a walkway or a patio that they want to do. Stay tuned. Check it out at McCorkleLandscaping.com.
Again, go over there and follow Mitchell McCorkle on their new website, McCorkleLandscaping.com. Hey, digging deep to build your dream outdoors. 212-5174, 931-212-5174. Trev, kick us off with the McCorkle Landscaping random
All right.
questions.
So I don't know if you guys saw what the Titans did to their mascot T-Rack. Nope, y'all didn't. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's bad. He looks awful.
Really?
I don't even know why the Titans have a raccoon, but that's another. What's the worst mascot that you're just like, what? Why?
Oh,
Wow.
Man, he caught me off. Hey, the Hilltopper,
Yeah.
the Western Kentucky Hilltopper.
Yeah.
I've never understood that.
No,
Looks like he would scare kids to death.
I'm
You
sure.
mean when he's eating people?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I thought you looked up T-Rack.
Yeah, I'm trying. No, I actually did see a little bit of what you were talking about. Let's see. Worst mascot ever. There was a time where it seemed like Ole Miss was changing through. They were trying to get rid of the Reb.
Yeah.
They went with like a black bear or something. And I was kind of like, just go with it.
That's bad. I
I was like,
remember
just
that.
stick with
That
the
was
Reb.
bad.
Yeah, at one point it was almost going to be Admiral Akbar for Ole Miss. I didn't like that one very much. Connor's got his mic. This could be interesting. He probably
Be
Google
good.
search. Go.
Connor said I'm gonna put my
It's,
headphones back on.
Gotta be King Cake Baby from New
Oh,
Orleans
the Pelicans
Yeah.
mascot.
Oh,
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
That thing is
that thing's
terrifying.
Yeah,
Yes, that's a great one too. Yeah, I don't know.
that'd run fans off at
Do you
heart.
think
Yeah.
the Titans? So I'm assuming when you're asking this, you're assuming the Titans really downgraded here.
Yeah, bad. Bad. He looks like a furry.
Okay, hey, don't shame Trev.
Yeah,
I mean,
Come on, bud.
I'm just saying.
are furries real?
Hey, look.
Next.
Hey, Sullins, look it up.
I'll pass. Chances we see a furry night at Prater's.
You should have localized it. What's
Zero.
Hi.
Trev? I'm gonna throw it back at you. Localize it. What's the worst Warren County mascot?
I'm not.
All the teams in Warren County.
Yeah.
There's
I'm not-
schools. There's all
you
kinds of
got
stuff.
me.
Come on.
Go ahead,
got
Trev.
me.
Come on, Trail.
Come on, Trev.
No.
Answer one.
Did you hear last night you're paying for the trophy this year for the nursing bowl?
I did hear that.
Okay, just one.
Answer it, Trev.
Answer it. What is it, Trev?
Nope. My answer was for my question was going to be Gritty, the Flyers hockey team.
Oh,
You ever seen Gritty? Look him up.
Yeah, okay.
He's pretty bad too. Yeah, I don't know.
I'll do that.
Can I? Gritty. Franklin Fisher just said it in the comments.
Bro,
section.
it's terrifying.
bad.
Terrifying.
It's terrifying. It's like Trev saw him early on in life. He ain't got rid of that.
Hold up,
you know?
coach.
Yeah. What about the Philly Fanatic?
No, he's
He's
fine.
great. He's a great mascot, but he's like
Or mascot. Oh, this is gonna get me in
Well,
trouble.
this is also too like the Spurs have a coyote that runs around, and I'm kind of
Yeah,
like I
makes
don't
it
understand
good.
why
Yeah,
the
see?
Spurs have a coyote, but
Guys
okay,
on,
sure.
guys
whatever.
on some really high level meth and crack.
I like that mascots don't follow necessarily the team name. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's like the one the Spurs like
Are mascots needed though? Have we got to the point that
Mascots
Yeah,
are the
why
only.
do the Spurs have a coyote?
exactly? It's a
What do you
spur.
What do you think it should be, Trev?
the Jazz have like a grizzly bear.
Yeah, but now everybody just looks at their phone. They're not. Hey, I'd probably watch the Denver Nuggets because he's,
Look, there's going to be somebody that's starting a program and a show here out of Studio 605.
My bad.
tomorrow.
Yes.
Maybe we should ask him what his feelings
Yeah.
are on mascots.
Yes. I just shot him down. that will listen to conversation.
I'm gonna cut it and ask him what he thinks about
mascot's
this.
needed.
Oh man,
I don't like bulldogs, man.
I don't. I'll say this much. I actually do prefer the live animal mascot.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty cool. LSU has a tiger. I mean, it's probably not.
Wait, they have an actual
absolutely.
tiger?
Yes.
Do they still?
Yes.
I thought they.
Did they get rid
I
of
thought
it?
they got canceled for that.
Oh, they got canceled for
I
that.
think so.
What?
They got canceled for that, but they hired Lane.
Oh, then now you can't wear number 5, and I don't know. Yeah.
I still think they've got. I don't think you might. I don't think.
I don't know if he comes to game,
I don't
or
think
maybe he doesn't go on the road.
Yeah, he can't go on the road.
Coach, I'll let you. I'm
got-
gonna skip mine right quick.
Really?
I'll let you go to yours.
You put me on the spot.
Yeah, I figured.
Football season's rolling around.
Yep.
High school week. Then college is coming up.
Yeah.
How many more years have we got legs with this as far as when we talk about? And we've talked about this. You got 10 programs now paying $40 million.
I don't know.
Where's it going?
By 2030.
Can we go?
2030, this looks different. It has to.
Can we go 60, 75, 80 million?
Oh.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. 100,000.
I mean,
Does that concern
no,
you?
for
Yes.
sure. But right now, yeah. And there's going to be people out there that say, "I'll pay that."
What was
You got to find some sort of sanction.
What was it like? UNLV's basketball coach came out a
Yeah,
little while ago and
buy the
basically
team.
said- Yeah, he said, "Well, yeah, why do you have to get it? Why buy a basketball team in Las Vegas? We have a basketball team right here in Las Vegas.
Hey,
buy my team
for 10% for 10% on the dollar, 10
Yeah.
cents on the dollar, 10 million versus 100 million,
Yeah.
or a billion.
I mean, we just saw. I mean, Indiana was a bottom feeder football program for years, and all of a sudden they're national champions. And it doesn't. And that just happens to coincide at some point with the fact that Mark Cuban gets a little bit more involved, a billionaire. I mean, yeah, I don't think that there's going to be if you don't put a cap on this, or if you either start calling it a semi-pro thing, or it's going to 64 teams that go out and become a power. I don't know what they're going to do. I just don't. Here's what it's done to me.
But
and I think
you're
it's done
saying
to-
2030, this has changed.
Either
Okay.
it changes or you're going to at some point. It's never going to lose interest. Football's the most popular sport in the United States. It's not even particularly close. And I'm going to get fired up every year about watching that first UT game.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go to Neyland, and I'm going to, UT Bama wearing their home colors this year, and Neyland says JC Petite in there. That'd be awesome. They're going to go back to the orange and crimson.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, that's awesome.
They are. It was announced today.
Yeah, that's a big thing. But yeah, again, just even as much as I mean, that's awesome. And now I'm like, but I can't get super fired up about this. I think Ryan Day came out today and said they're going to start they're moving their senior day up to the first game of the year. I was like, probably because they're worried they're going to transfer after the second game. So this guy's going to go through senior. You're at least stay the year to do senior night.
I brought that question up for this reason.
Go ahead.
We're going to pivot. Money has got to the point in sports where this has to stop.
Yep.
This is almost a buy or sell. Does Major League Baseball play a game next year?
Ooh. A game?
A
Buy.
game.
Do they play 162?
They're not playing 162.
Yes.
Sell it.
Okay.
80. I think if you said 80, I would be.
You think halfway?
Like hold.
I don't know if they do.
There's gonna be tough for them to play a 100-game season
I
next
don't
year.
know.
You might be right. They might not. There's a lot of people that even kind of speculated that I think it was the Scoble, the pitcher for the Tigers, the Cy Young winner, that went to the Dodgers right at the trade deadline, and people were like, they got nothing for that.
Yeah, and
everybody was kind of saying, look, we're going to let the Dodgers spend as much money as possible.
And they are.
Because baseball fans will finally turn over and say, we got to fix something here.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you're right.
Yeah.
That's just I think you'll be hard pressed to see a baseball game next year in 2027.
Yeah, it kills me because as much as I think that is the crappiest part about being a sports fanatic as you get older. You realize how much money controls everything.
Yeah, I'll say that. I'm like being a kid, man. You like fired. Like, dude, we're watching Georgia play Saturday. Heck yeah. And then now that you got a phone, social media, you're like, dude, like you don't care about playing at Georgia.
Our $6 million quarterback can't get it done.
Yeah, like it's the.
I mean, am I wrong?
Yeah, no.
You Carson Beck, the guy that you were very passionate about. Yeah. He's going to Miami.
Yeah, I know.
It went from buy to sell pretty quick, didn't it?
Yeah, no doubt. We were buying a lot, and then we got sold.
Well, I mean, they're even at the local level. I mean, let's not hijack this and take
Yeah,
this
let's
into an
not.
entire thing. But I mean, even once you start getting into coaching, even when you get into coaching, you start realizing, like, man, I didn't realize how much. I mean, if we don't have money, we got we got
Yeah.
problems. Dad just texted me and said he would put a bet on there would be no games.
I'm betting no.
Good thing I'm going to a Braves game this year, because
All right, guys.
What's yours?
My question, and it's going to be for Friday night. We're all going. Junior Petite says my first NASCAR ticket was $25. Now it's probably $225. NASCAR races out there on the Bid Lemon Connect message board. Thank you, Junior, for chiming in on that one. My last one. We're going to be in Smithville on Friday. Smithville on Friday. Which one of us is the first one that says something on the broadcast on Friday night that the other ones start going, oh, I can't believe you said that. You think it's Sullins?
Wow, me.
also because he don't care.
This is now a job, Trent.
Yeah, no, Sullins. I think Sullins. Hey, listen, I'm telling you, I got into the booth the other night. You could tell Sullins is
A little
like
different?
He was talking different. That was the one thing that surprised me the most. He came up to.
I told Jeff, this is not this show.
Yeah.
People expect a level.
that's
Yeah,
true.
I drove in. I was listening to it a little bit going on as it was going through, and I was like, man, Sullins just. I was like, he asked me, could you hear me? I said, yeah, but you seem like you were talking quiet. And when I walked in there, I realized it wasn't an audio thing. He literally was just kind of talking quieter than he usually did. I was like, man, Sullins he's turning over a new leaf.
I don't know if I've ever heard
I think
him get
all
lower.
of us. I actually honestly think I think all of us understand the appropriateness of
Yeah.
what we're going to have to do on Friday night. I think we're all going to say.
I'm
Don't
gonna
get caught in
add the question, and then we're gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
One reason that is because we all know we're terrible at this, right?
Yeah.
Jeff's pretty decent.
Yeah.
I'm bad.
I'm bad.
I'm bad.
I'm bad.
I'm bad. We got to get Thrower involved at some point in time.
I did tell Connor that today. He's like, how do you think it's going to be on Friday? I said, I think that at some point that it might end up being that Sullins goes, why don't you and Thrower just do this? And he asked when. I said, probably about Hickson.
Yeah.
Here's my idea. You, Connor, Thrower, go down to Hickson. Y'all tell us how it goes. Nah, I'm looking forward to it.
I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped.
Yeah, y'all. I mean, at
This
the very
week-
least, we're gonna make y'all the middle school. We're gonna make y'all the middle school broadcast.
I'm
team.
in.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
That middle school team going. Hey,
you're all in.
State championship bound.
Yeah.
No pressure, Matheny.
I know everybody asked.
No pressure, Gray.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Bring on the Cowboys. All right. Presenting sponsor of the Warren County Sports Floor, that is Prater's Barbecue, where we're headed right now. You can call them 635-2259 or just head out there
On the right.
and get some food
I'm
from
hungry.
Prater's Barbecue. I might go with a sampler tonight. We'll be back next
Ooh,
Wednesday.
big fella hungry.
Hey, tomorrow night, we're going to try our best to be set up at the volleyball game
Yep.
at Warren County High School on Friday night. We will be.
Last
Smithville.
thing. Hey, see if we cut off yet? Last thing I want to say. Hey, you come to Warren County, go get your C4 sports apparel.
Yep.
I seen some Warren County Sports Authority shirts in the stands last night.
Yeah.
Wear them proud. Put your hat on.
Yeah.
And we're going to the cab to cook. That's the bottom line.